Do you see, is the stream started yet at all or not?
Yeah, right. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back.
Reset.
Right now, and see what happens. I'm going to go to it again because
For me, it says stream is not yet started. It's trying to load. Connection is good. Connection is good, but then connection just went bad.
Oh, it's telling me to please wait. The stream is not yet started.
Yeah, it says waiting to receive data. 637. Poor network health.
So should we maybe even be proactive and start putting stuff on Facebook now that
I just put something on there.
We'll have audio for sure on the stream on the link, but
yep. If they just click on that B103 at the bottom of the page, you know that it says B103 in red, AM 1037 or 1031. Oh my goodness! Wow, sports. They click on that, they'll have it. It was running the last I checked. I will double check.
HDMI. Yeah, we're.
Yeah, the stream, the audio
stream. It shows us as live right now. It says status live, so don't say anything bad. Because it might be. It's usually what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing on the screen, it usually is like 30 seconds behind. Yeah, we're good.
Hey, we got picture. Perfect. We're good.
Well, for now, knock on wood.
Yep.
All right.
I did.
Sweet.
On the desk, man. We're good.
Awesome. Okay.
You want me to go ahead and hook you up?
Yeah.
And then if there's any trouble, I'll text you.
Sure.
Yep. And then if okay, let me turn down my computer here so I don't hear us. If for some reason, Mel, if the live stream goes down.
Yep.
If you want to just let people know that they can listen on that link, just like pop in and give that announcement. But hopefully it holds. It shows everything is good right now. But
man, the picture's beautiful.
Yeah. I shared that on my Facebook page too. That they can.
Yep. All right. Cool, man.
And our talking is good too, making it very clearly.
Okay.
So,
perfect.
all right, I'll transfer you over.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yep. You guys there?
You bet.
Yep.
All right, you have a great game.
You too.
Yep.
I can't hear the. Can you hear?
No. You're right.
Hey Mel, you want to jump back on? Can't hear the feed for the commercials or the radio.
Okay. Yeah. This? Because I thought maybe that was the issue, but it's not.
Hold on. Can you hold on, Mel? All right, Mel. Can you jump back on the phone line stuff connected?
It sure helps your linebackers out to flow freely from sideline to sideline.
That's Humboldt coach Derek Elman. Another rated clash in 3A finds fourth-ranked ADM hosting number 7 Creston. Drew Russell has a preview.
Offense is the name of the game tonight in Adel as two of the top offenses square off. Idiom is second in 3A in points and first in total yards. Creston is fifth in points and second in total yards. Both teams will be keeping an eye on how their defenses will counter against these potent offenses. In Idiom, Coach Garrison Carter says that turnover battle is something his club has been focused on.
That's something that's been a real big point of emphasis for us actually this week is stripping the ball out. And, in games like this, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to force turnovers, and you have to take care of the football on offense if you want to be successful.
Idiom's defense will have to be stingy against the leading rusher in 3A in Creston tailback Brennan Hayes, who has 1,023 yards rushing, including 433 last week against Knoxville.
We've tried to build our defense around stopping the run, and I think obviously our front seven are going to have to be lights out, and sound, and then I think it comes down to just making sure they're doing their job, right? At the highest level they can possibly can, I think we'll be okay.
Idiom won the matchup last year 42-0. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Drew Russell with Raccoon Valley Radio, KKRF, Stewart, Adel.
Also in 3A, top-ranked Harlan is at home against Atlantic. It's number 3 Mount Vernon visiting Assumption. In 2A, a pair of teams looking to bounce back from losses meet as 7th-ranked OABCIG hosts Pocahontas area. Ryan Thompson reports.
OABCIG is in the unfamiliar position of trying to bounce back from a loss. The defeat at the hands of Spirit Lake last week was just the third time the Falcons have lost a game over the last 4 seasons. OABCIG coach Larry Allen says they want to have a better rushing performance this year against Pocahontas area and also change their approach through the air.
Last year, we really struggled to run the ball. A 4-man front, only 5 guys in the box, and we really struggled to run the ball last year. We're hoping this year we can get some things figured out a little bit, and we take advantage of our passing downfield. Needs to be more short yardage passing and then take the shots down the field. We haven't always done that. We're looking a little bit too deep, so that's kind of been a focus this week as well.
The Indians started the season 3-0, but have dropped their last 2. Pokey coach Mike Ains says OABCIG speed will be tough to handle.
Not only with our offense being on the field, but when we are on defense, they're so explosive. There's so much speed and so much talent on that team. And so we've somehow got to slow them down and maybe create some punts, hopefully create some turnovers, and just try to keep them off balance as much as we can.
This was a close matchup last year when OABCIG defeated Pocahontas area 20-13. For the Scouting Report from Storm Lake, I'm Ryan Thompson.
Also in 2A, top-ranked Williamsburg is on the road at Mid-Prairie. It's number 2 Central Lyon George Little Rock visiting Unity Christian. There's one rated matchup in 4A tonight. It finds 5th-ranked Indianola hosting number 7 Norwalk. Top-ranked Lewis Central is at Des Moines Hoover, while 2nd-ranked Cedar Rapids Xavier hosts Pella. And there's 2 rated matchups in Class 5A tonight. One of them finds 3rd-ranked Ankeny hosting number 8 West Des Moines Valley, while 7th-ranked Urbandale's at home against number 9 Ankeny Centennial. Top-ranked Pleasant Valley plays host to Bettendorf. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports,
all right, it's now time for Eagle Football on KHAM B103 and streaming live at KIOW.com. Let's take you to your pregame and live play-by-play with the voices of Eagle Football, Kevin Wilson and Jay Hiscox.
Good evening and welcome everyone to Miller & Sons pregame show here on B103 KHAM. We are in Hartley tonight and the regular season is winding down, and the Eagles are, it's hard to believe really that there's just 3 weeks left in the regular season before the playoffs begin, and there's a few big games left to play, and before we get to that, tonight is one of them. The Eagles step out of District 2 play and take on the Hartley HMS Hawks in Hartley. I am Kevin Wilson here alongside the Professor Jay Hiscox. And Jay, perfect night for football here.
Yeah, great night for football. Our first time over here, Kevin, and field looks amazing. And 2 of the best teams in Class A. I know we get a chance to watch some of the other video streams, and I told you at lunch the other day that I think if you throw West Hancock, HMS, Grundy Center, and Woodbury Central into a hat, those are, to me, from what I've seen, the clear-cut 4 heavy favorites.
Right.
And it really just depends on the night and where the game's at and what the conditions on who the best team may be out of those 4. And tonight will give us a big indicator of how good either of these teams are. I think win or lose, both of these teams could come away thinking, hey, we may meet them again in the state championship type of game. That's how much talent is going to be on the field tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking about that same thing this afternoon. And, you and I have seen a lot of good football in the last 2, 3, 4 years. And this is going to be no exception tonight, as we got 2 really very good football teams. taking the field tonight here in Hartley. They've met 4 times prior, and these are all hard-fought victories by the Eagles so far. But you stay tuned, and we'll take a quick break here, and we'll get you caught up with the HMS Hawks. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Carts in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue. Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britt is your local source for all your vehicle needs. We offer a full line of automobile service along with auto parts and accessories for your vehicle. Did you know Trolson's is also a dealer for Snowdog snowplows? Contact Dan at 641-843-3865 for all your automotive needs. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Again, we are here in Hartley tonight and taking on the HMS Hawks and the West Hancock Eagles, top-ranked, one of the 2 top-ranked teams in the state of Iowa, and it's going to be a great game. Jay, why don't you bring us up to speed on the HMS Hawks?
Yes, Coach Jay Eilers and the Hawks are in the driver's seat in Class A District 1 for the district championship. Their only setback was a Week 1 loss to West Sioux, and if you follow high school football at all, you know that West Sioux is a very formidable opponent. They've got a good thing going again this year. If you enjoy rushing attacks, you're in for a treat. These 2 teams have combined for over 5,300 yards on the ground. HMS is number 1 with 2,734 yards, and West Hancock comes in at number 3 with 2,606 yards. Senior Cooper Ebel, an Iowa State commit, has completed 22 of 39 passes for 381 yards and 3 touchdowns, but where he's really getting it done, Kevin, is running the ball from that quarterback position. 1,062 yards through 5 games on 110 carries and 11 touchdowns. His backmate in the backfield, Travis Camrat, has 904 yards rushing on 116 carries and to go with 13 touchdowns. Senior Ryan Borden has the majority of the Hawks' 378 receiving yards with 155 on 7 receptions and touchdowns. The Hawks are averaging 41 points a game, giving up 26. Defensively, Ebel and Camrat are joined by seniors Lance Barron and junior Ethan Wiersma as the leaders. Barron's has has recorded 4 sacks this season. Keys for the Hawks tonight, to me, and looking back, we played this team 3 times in the last 2 years, twice last year and once the year before that. Can the Hawks contain the fullback? Some stats for you. Matthew Francis last year went for 256 and 239 respectively in those two games in the quarterfinals in the regular season. And then in 2020, Cole Kelly went for 234 yards from the fullback position. So got to believe for Coach Eilers that's a big key, contain that West Hancock fullback attack, because I tell you what, we've seen it enough over the years. If you can't contain the fullback, you're not stopping West Hancock's offense.
Yeah, absolutely. So very good assessment there, my friend. And we'll take a quick break here on the Miller & Sons pregame show. Once again, the pregame show is being brought to you by Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt. They are your easy-go headquarters for golf car sales, service, finance, and leasing. Plus, they sell Cushman haulers and Illuma trailers. That's Miller & Sons Golf Cars, south of Britt on James Avenue. Check them out online at millergolfcars.com. Take a quick break. We'll be right back here at Hartley. This is West Hancock football on B103.
This is Jason Barnes. And this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock Athletics.
Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs from Algona, Garner, or Forest City.
Say the Barnes boys sent you.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Anthracnose, stock rot, fusarium,
are in your fields and are the main reasons your plants are dying early. With Xylem Plus, we can eliminate these problems by applying it in furrow, through the root system, or over the top through the leaves. Contact me, Eric Kroll, with Ag Performance at 515-341-3361 to keep your fields healthy and clean.
Baukelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Baukelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sanger, proud to be an Eagle. If you're looking for guidance with your financial goals, including insurance and investments, we should have a conversation. Let's prepare for the future together. Give me a call, 515-341-2151. That's 515-341-2151. Go Eagles.
Registered representative, investment advisor representative with Security Financial Services, Inc. Securities and Investment Advisory Services offered through Security Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA/SIPC. Security Advisors Mid-America is independently owned and operated. 124 East Walnut Street, Suite 340, Mankato, Minnesota, 56001. 356-294 at QFU 5/21.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
Instep Flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose Instep Flooring in Kanawha.
All right, welcome back, and we're going to jump right in here for a breakdown of the West Hancock. Thank you. West Hancock breakdown by Jay. As soon as he makes an update on our roster here.
34, Kevin.
All
That's
right.
the one we were questioning.
That we were questioning, you bet.
Okay,
So,
let's break down West Hancock, Kevin. Last week was homecoming. The Eagles squared off with a scrappy North Union team in less than ideal weather conditions. In the first half, the Warriors were able to hang around, but the second half belonged to the Eagles. While they gave up some points last week, the defense is still giving up a paltry 138 yards of offense per game. The offense put up a whopping 561 yards of rushing. That is a school record. We first mentioned last week that while the Eagles have no individuals standing out in the offensive categories as a team, they are in the top 5 in most categories. You know, the Iowa Hawkeyes have shown the importance of having a good punter. Yeah. Ryland Barnes leads Class A in yards per punt so far this season. Keys for the Eagles tonight. This game's going to be won or lost up front, Kevin, and, you know, we were talking about it. We got the starting lineups from the other team, and we're like, man, they are big up front. And then looking at them warm-ups, they're big. They're big up front. I'd like to have some of these guys on my basketball team, some of the height they have.
As our old good friend Jim would say, there's more beef in that line than there is in the locker.
the core with locker.
Yeah.
So the Hawks might have a few wrinkles put in for the Eagles, but their primary goal is still the same thing. They want to establish the line of scrimmage just like we do and get their backs into space and on the edge, and they've got two good ones in the quarterback, Cooper Ebell, and then Camrat, number 4, trying to get outside. The Eagles' defense will need to be prepared for whatever the Hawks do throw at them, and offensively, I'd look for the Eagles to mix it up, try to keep this Hawks team honest. And, you know, with Mitchell Smith now into his junior year, looking for him to do some damage out of that shotgun formation, whether that be with his legs or with his arm.
All right. Well, thank you, Jay, for that. We're getting real close to, we'll take a 60-second break. We come back, we'll have the starting lineups here at Hartley, where the West Hancock Eagles are taking on the HMS Hawks. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats. Plus, Vikings and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop, downtown Britt. Go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto insurance. It's just another way the Britt State Farm team is there to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Jay Hiscox and his team in Britt at 641-843-3563.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
All right, we're going to wrap up the Miller & Sons pregame show here with some starting lineups for you. West Hancock won the toss, elected to defer to the second half, so they will start off on defense. So we'll run through the offensive starters first for the HMS Hawks. Starting at center is number 75, Evan Eilers. He's a junior, 6'4", 230. The guards are Adam Scherholtz and Bradley Van Beek, both juniors. They run 215, 267, respectively. Tackles, Ethan Huberg and Lance Behrens, 6'7" and 6'5", 242, 245. Big guys, Jay.
Real big.
The tight end, Kevin Jacobsma, excuse me. He's 6'4", 213. In the backfield, the other end, number 44, Ethan Wiersma. He's a junior, 5'10", 195, and we'll get him. So we're ready for the kickoff here. We'll get those rest of them here for you in just a second as Nolan Vasky kicks it off, end over end, taken at about the 15, 20-yard line and cut down at the 25-yard line. The ball's out. Does West Hancock?
They're going to say it was on the ground.
Okay, it's on the ground.
Forced the fumble. That was Ethan Deem on the kickoff return, Kevin. And one thing, this Hawks team is loaded with a bunch of guys, a senior-laden roster, and a bunch of guys that are being looked at the next level, whether it be D1 with Ebel going to Iowa State, a couple guys being recruited at the 1AA level, and a bunch at that D3 and NAIA level.
We are ready for action here. Hawks are up to the line of scrimmage. Ebel is going to work primarily out of a shotgun formation. Here's the snap. He'll take it to the left, and he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. David Smith in on the tackle. Gain of about a yard.
That's going to be one big thing, Kevin, for us defensively, is can our defensive line hold up against this size? We're giving up some poundage tonight, but David Smith, one of the better athletes, Brighton Coogee, a weight room freak, they're going to have to really go to work tonight to make some plays in the line of scrimmage just to keep those linebackers free and let those guys run.
So 2nd and 9 from about the 26-yard line. Ebel takes the snap, goes out to his right, and he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 8 for the Hawks.
So first big 3rd and long here for Coach Eilers and company. 3rd and 7, we'll call it. We'll see if they try to work the edges more, try to get Ebel kind of given a run-pass option maybe, and that big target out there, Jacobsma, is one that I'm kind of watching at the tight end position. Jacobsma goes 6'4", 213.
So the Hawks are out of the line of scrimmage, or excuse me, out of the huddle. And here's the snap, and it's a direct snap to Camrat. And he's got a nice hole up the middle. He'll have 1st down yardage up over the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
And that's one unique thing. If you're watching the live stream, you'll see the quarterback, Ebel, number 11, and Camrat both line up with their hands ready to take the snap. And what's unique about this offense is every once in a while, Ebel will step over, Camrat will take kind of a step to his right or left and almost intercept that snap. And that time it was just a simple counter play up the middle, gain 10, and move the chains.
So Ebel in the shotgun again. Camrat to his left. And it'll be Ebel. And he'll run to his left and stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Ball's out.
And there's no gain on that one.
Ebel kind of looked around. He panicked there for a second because the ball was on the ground. He was able to recover it. I don't think they would have ruled it a fumble. Gain of just 1 that time by the quarterback.
So 2nd down and 9, 9:53 to go. We're just underway here. First possession for the Hawks.
Eagles going with a 4-4 stacked defense this week instead of the 4-3 just because of the nature of the offense that they're facing tonight.
So Ebel flank to the left. And there's going to be looks like one of the Eagles up front jumped off sides. And that'll give us a 5 yard the freeway to the Hawks, and to bring up 2nd down. And
those are big, Kevin, because it goes from all of a sudden goes 2nd and long to 2nd and manageable.
The Eagles making an adjustment up front in the defensive line.
Martinez.
Eric Martinez comes in, and now we'll see the Hawks come out with 2 receivers left. And they'll give it to Camrad on a direct snap. He'll run to his left, and he'll gain very little, if any.
Yeah, really good job that time by, you mentioned him coming to the game, Eric Martinez subbed in there to give Douglas a break. He did a good job of making a pile there, kind of taking out 2 blockers and letting those linebackers flow in to stop. Was that Camrat, you said?
Yeah.
That took that direct snap?
Yes, sir.
Just a short gain, another 3rd down here for the Hawks. That time they went too wide, and we really didn't cover up that slot receiver. We didn't really walk that linebacker out to him. We'll be interested to see what they do when they go back to that.
So Ebel in the backfield, Frank to the left, direct snap to Camrad. Camrad dodging tacklers, and he's going to be close, and he's driven back. We'll see where they mark it. I think it's going to be just a little bit short.
Yeah, I think Coach Eilers is going to have the first big decision to make tonight. I think they're going to be short by about, you got a better angle than me.
Yeah, it's going to be
about a yard maybe?
Yeah, looks like about a yard. So it'll be 4th down and 1, and as Jay said, first big decision for HMS, and I believe they're going to probably go for this here.
I tell you what, with the beef they got up front,
you bet,
and Ebel's size in the backfield, why not?
What do they always say? If you can't gain a yard, you shouldn't be on the field.
Yep.
So they'll
watch
do
the
it.
hard count.
And Ebel will keep it, go out to his
I think
left,
he got it, yeah.
and he will get it just over the yard marker. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks, and they're on about their own 48-yard line. That was 49-yard line, excuse me.
That was Ebel kind of sensing, you see the yellow line on the NFL games and the college lines.
Yeah.
He almost you could tell he kind of sensed where he was on the field, good field awareness, and able to find just enough of an opening to move the chains.
So Hawks are back up to the line of scrimmage. Ebel will be in the shotgun formation, flanked to his left by Camrad. Here's a smack, and it's a pass into the flat, out here to number 4, and he's going to be driven out of bounds by Ryland Barnes. That's complete out there to James Gellerman. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 170.
Gain of about 5 on the quick bubble screen out here as Eagles were given some cushion there, and they take the 5 yards.
So 2nd and 5, 7:26 to go here in the first period. This could be a fast game tonight, Jay, with these 2 teams running the ball.
Yep.
He might not get too many possessions either if they're not able to make a stop on defense. 2 of the receivers to the left now for the Hawks. Camrad to the right, and it's going to be Ebel. Fakes the pitch and keeps it. He gets stopped for
no
very short gain on that one.
That was a really good job that time by Mitchell Smith. He was kind of doing the veer option look with his running back, and Ebel made the read to keep it. Mitchell Smith scraping down the line, able to find the football and make a stop after Ebel barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Yet another 3rd down here, Kevin. Is
the 3rd and 5 with 7 minutes to go. First quarter.
Would they convert a 3rd and long on their first 3rd down attempt? Second 3rd down attempt, they didn't convert, had to go for it on 4th, and now this is their 3rd down attempt of this drive.
2 receivers to the right. Ebel takes the snap, gives it to Camrad, and he's cut down in the backfield, a loss of about 2.
Cale Zool in on the stop from his inside linebacker position, but really that time it was a good job by, I believe that was Malachi Reddick out here on the near side defensive end. Really did a good job of blowing up that play, making Camrat cut it back up inside, and Malachi trusted his teammate to come and do his job and make a tackle.
And then the Hawks will punt it away, and deep for West Hancock will be Smith and Smith, Kellen and Mitchell. Ebel also the punter, so you always have to be careful when your punter is your quarterback.
Punter, quarterback, best athlete.
Snap, kick is off and good, and it'll be taken by Mitchell at the 10, and he'll be covered up right away as he backpedaled a couple yards and it'll be dropped at the 8-yard line. So the Eagles will start deep in their own territory.
Good punt there by Ebel, and they flip the field, and really good job by Smith to field that punt, because there was good coverage down there. If he doesn't field that, we might be backed up inside the
5, yeah.
Inside the 5 there.
Thought we were watching the Hawkeyes there for a second. I cheer for the punter as the Eagles will come out with double or wing to the right, Eisman under center. He's going to give it to Zool off the left side. Zool's met right away at the line. Well, he's going to get about a yard gain up to about the 9. Now to bring up 2nd down and 9 for West Hancock.
Mitchell Smith, Kevin, was starting at the halfback position there as they were running Zach Munson at the tight end position there.
So Eisman will come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, wing to the left. Right. It'll be Kellen Smith. He's up over the 10 to about the 12-yard line. Needs to get to the 18 for the first down. That'll bring up 3rd down. And about 6 for West Hancock. 5:07 to go.
Yep, Eagles going to go with shotgun formation here. Expect to see Mitchell Smith on some sort of run-pass option here on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
Luis Sandoval split out wide left for West Hancock. Mitchell takes the ball, runs to his right. Now he looks for a blocker, looks for some room to run, and he pushes his way up to just shy. He's going to be just shy of the 15-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th down for West Hancock, and they'll bring the punt team back on.
Gain of 2 that time by Mitchell on the quarterback power on that, going to that Eagle right side of the offensive line. But again, 2 really, really physical teams at the line of scrimmage, and so far advantage Hawks just because they were able to flip the field. They should get it with pretty good field position here as they take over for their 2nd possession.
So Ryland Barnes on to attempt to punt here, and he kicks it away. And it's going to go out of bounds in West Hancock territory at about the 37-yard line. So great field position for the Hawks as they start their 2nd possession of the game. 4:04 to go in the first period.
Hawks with 2 first downs on their first drive and then punted away, but pinned the Eagles deep. Then able to turn the Eagles over 3 and out. And now they take over, like Kevin said, from the Eagle 36-yard line. 0-0, 4:04 to go in this one in the first quarter. It's going to be a good one, Kevin.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good game.
2 receivers to the right for the Hawks. And in the shotgun formation is Evil. Evil fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. He's under some duress, and he's going to be brought down by Jackson Peterson for about a 2-yard loss.
Again, really good job by that Eagle defense using leverage. First it was Reddick bubbling him out and then not able to make the tackle. Barnes comes out, bubbles him out even farther, not able to make the tackle, and Peterson comes up and finishes him off for a loss of 1 there. Great job by that Eagle defense flowing to the football.
So 2nd down and long, 3:30 to go, 2nd and 11. For the Hawks, they come out 2 receivers left. Camrad to the right of Evil in the backfield. Camrad takes the snap himself directly, and he'll go forward. I think he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and maybe a slight gain.
Love what I'm seeing right now from this Eagle defensive line. They've rotating a lot. You know, right now they've rotated about 6. I saw Ian Connor was in there for a little bit, those first 2 plays, but they're doing a good job of getting penetration, but not over penetrating and, you know, getting themselves out of the play. Penetrating, then finding the ball carrier and making tackles, or at least slowing them down to let those linebackers come up and make a tackle.
So 3rd down and 10, 2 receivers right. Ebel flanked to the left by Camrad. Here's the snap. Ebel looks out to his right. He's going to pass. Now he rolls out to run. He's got some room to run, and he's going to be brought down shy of the first down at about the, 27-yard line. He'll be 2 or 3 yards short, and it'll be 4th down. 4th and we'll call it 2.
And that's where Ebel can be scary, when it's kind of off schedule, when he's dropping back to pass and the field opens up, and then he can just go be an athlete, because he's, I would say him and Ryland Barnes and Mitchell Smith might be the 3 of the best athletes on the field, and then he gets himself out in the open field, find a running lane, and that's when the big plays can happen there for number 11.
So they'll go for it on 4th down in Eagle territory at the 27-yard line. And they come out with 3 receivers to the left, Evil in the backfield. And he fires it out there and to Gellerman. Gellerman brought down.
Great tackle.
And he's going to be brought down shy of the first down. Mitchell Smith up on a big play.
I didn't see initially who it was. I think it was Kellen Smith to get up there and slow him up a little bit, but Mitchell and Ryland, great job to bring down the pass catcher before he gained the line of scrimmage. Eagles take over, and this field position battle continues between these two teams.
So far, these two teams have lived up to the hype of a top 5 matchup. West Hancock will take over 1st and 10, 1:43 to go. First period, they come out 4 wide. Barnes to the left of Mitchell Smith in the backfield. Here's the snap, and Mitchell looking for some room to run, puts his head down, spins out of a tackle, and then is stood up after a short gain. And the Hawks front 4, Jay, are formidable.
Yeah, the 85, Jacobsma, 6'5", 213, 6'1", 288, 6'5", 245 on that front line, and then number 34, I believe it is, that was in there for that one, Ethan Baker, 5'7", 221.
So the Eagles will come out now, 2 receivers to the left, empty to the right, wing to the right, and it'll be Mitchell with Jackson Peterson on a counter, and he's cut down by Ebel. And that'll be lost back to the original line of scrimmage.
I got to give credit to Cooper Ebel because that's a play that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
That was just put in this week. Ebel recognized it on the spot and makes a big-time tackle that saves a big play. As Peterson coming on that long counter, but they run it out of the shotgun formation. Ebel able to recognize what's going on and come up and make the stop.
So the Eagles will come out 2 by 2. Barnes to the right of Smith in the backfield. Here's the snap, in and out of hands of Mitchell. He bobbles it, now he fires it out there. He's got a man, and just overthrows Jackson Peterson. Jackson had a step or two on his defender.
Yeah, I wonder if I want to watch the replay of that. I wonder if maybe they were in a bump and run and the timing was thrown off there because Peterson was running free. Ball sails over his head, and 4th down for the Eagles here on their second drive.
So on to do the honors of punting for West Hancock with 13 ticks to go here in the first period. Fast game so far. Jeez. But Ryland Barnes standing on his own 15-yard line. Now he takes a couple steps forward. Should get the punt off about the 20. And he gets it off. It's a boomer. And this one, it goes over Ebel's head and out of bounds about the 25-yard line of the Hawks. There's 7 ticks to go here for the Hawks in the first period.
Not sure how many score updates we'll give you tonight because I'm trying to keep my phone fresh for in case we need to use it because we've had some connection issues tonight. We might have to use it as a hotspot, but another big game in our area. Humboldt at North Polk, I believe, tonight. 2 top 5 teams in Class 3A. Kevin and
I think there was one big one in 5A, wasn't there?
Ankeny and Valley playing tonight, Urbandale and Centennial, so those are the 2 ranked teams in 5A. In our district, Lake Mills is at Newman. West Fork forfeited tonight. They were supposed to be at North Union, and then North Butler is at St. Ansgar, who we'll see next week at Bob Sanger Field.
So 3 receivers to the left, and Ebel pulls it down and runs, and gets it in and out of a tackle. He's into the secondary. He's at midfield. He's got one man to beat. And he's going to be driven out of bounds at about the 21-yard line of West Hancock on a big run. Broken tackle in the middle of the Eagle defensive line.
Gain of 54 for the quarterback, Cooper Ebel, as we end the quarter. And that time he showed his athleticism, his strength, and his power and speed as he gains 54 to end the first quarter.
So there you have it. Jay summarized it quickly. 0s on the scoreboard as we'll move to the second one. This is West Hancock football on B103.
So what's the next big thing in farming? Iowa farmers will tell you it's working with the channel seedsman to select products placed to perform in their fields. Iowa farmers trust their channel seedsman to be there every step of the way through the growing season. It's that added benefit of knowing what will work best in your fields for better yield potential. What's the next big thing in farming? It's working with a channel seedsman. Your local channel seedsmen are Al, Rick, and Dave of Britt Seed Company. Like us on Facebook.
right, welcome back, everyone. Again, we are here in Hartley. Is no score at the end of one as West Hancock and the HMS Hawks fighting it out here for field position early going. Hawks set up 1st and 10 in Eagle territory at the 27-yard line.
First big play of the game.
21-yard line, excuse me.
Goes the way of the Hawks. Cooper Ebel, 54-yard scamper. I watched the replay, Kevin. 5 broken tackles before he got to the secondary.
So the Hawks will come out now. 2 receivers left. Ebel flanked on the right. And he's going to give it to Camrat. Camrat's got some room to run, and he can't get the corner. Pablo Callas up to make the stop.
I'll say big tackle. Pablo gives up some size at 5'5", 130 on a good day, and that time able to come up with a big open field tackle. He showed why he's out there playing. He's a good tackler, able to drop Camrat after a gain of 3.
So it'll be 2nd and 7 at the 18 for the Hawks. Jay and I both commented before the game, field is in excellent condition.
Really good shape.
They'll come out now with 2 receivers left. Ebel in the backfield, flanked to the right by Camrat. Ebel will keep it himself, hops over the pile and takes it inside the 15 to about the 14. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 2, maybe 3.
Big Dave with the tackle there. These teams tonight in the Radio Iowa Class A poll, West Hancock stays at ranked number 1. HMS comes in at number 5. I think they'd be ranked a little bit higher, but unfortunately for them, they had that week 1 opponent being West Sioux, so they dropped one there. But like we said in the pregame, maybe 2 of the best teams in Class A played on the field tonight.
I don't think there's any doubt, Jay. As Ebel takes the snap, and he'll go left naked, and he'll be stopped after short gain, if any. Maybe a yard. It'll be a 4th and 1.
4th and 1. They're 1 for 2 so far tonight, right, Kevin? Or 4th and a long one, it looks like.
Yeah, let's see.
I think we got a better spot there than initially I thought, as they were able to convert on their first drive of the game on their first 4th down attempt. Last 4th down attempt, the Eagles turn them over with Mitchell Smith and Ryland Barnes combining for a big stop.
So 10 minutes even to go before halftime break. 4th and 1, a big 4th down for the Hawks. Ebel in the backfield, he'll keep it, he'll just run straight ahead. He got a big hole, he's into the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Hawks. So the Hawks are in business. 9:40 to go here before the halftime break, and they'll have 1st and goal just outside the 6.
This drive, Kevin, it seems like they're opening things up a little bit in their running game, trying to find some more room for Ebel. Not necessarily just power right, power left, pulling some guys in there, having some success opening up some holes.
So it'll be Ebel again, flank to the left. Ball's on the ground. Camrat picks it up, runs straight ahead. He's dropped down about the 4. And that'll bring up 2nd and goal. So we creep towards 9 minutes to go.
Again, these two, the quarterback and the running back for HMS, Ebel and Camrat, come in with a combined just under 2,000 yards through 5 games.
Stats that Eagle fans are used to seeing on their side of the ball. As Ebel comes back, and a high snap taken by a Camrat, and he picks it up, and it almost worked to his advantage that time as he went forward.
Yeah,
everybody's looking at the ball.
I was going to say, everybody kind of paused for a second. I think that's what allowed him to get upfield and pick up a couple yards, because everybody kind of got caught ball watching there and forgot what their assignment was. Good job by Camrat to come up with that football. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Now they'll come up to the line of scrimmage, tight formation. Ebel in the backfield with Camrat, and it'll be Ebel going to his left, and he'll just bulldoze his way in, and then for a touchdown for the Hawks with 8:09 to go in the period. So 8:09 to go in the first period. Hawks on the board. Ebel on a 1-yard run. And the 2-point conversion pending, or maybe, I don't know. We'll see what they do a kick here or if they're going to go for 2. Ebel also the place kicker, I believe, Jay.
I think they're going to be going for 2, Kevin.
All right, 2 receivers wide right. Ebel and Camrad in the backfield. And they're going to give it to Camrad. Ooh. And Camrad's not going to get in. He's going to be stopped shy of the goal line, so the run will fail. And at the end, or with 8:09 to go before the halftime break, it's West Hancock 0 and the HMS Hawks 6. This is West Hancock football on V103.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Woden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
All right, welcome back. We have 8:09 to go here before the McNeese Tire halftime show, and the Hawks strike first. They lead 6-0. The 2-point conversion failed on the Camrat run, and Cooper Ebel set to kick off here. Kicks this one end over end and short, and it's going to be taken by, I believe that's Kellen Smith.
JP.
Oh, is it JP? Okay. JP takes it up over the 35 to about the 36, 37, let's see where they stop. 34-yard line the way it looks.
Yep.
So it'll be actually 39, yeah.
Yeah, no numbers on the field.
It's hard to see them. I've been looking on the far sideline, but they're covered up by the players right now. And
yeah.
So
got the numbers here.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for West Hancock. Just over 8 minutes to go here as they look to answer the Hawks score.
Eagles going to come out in that shotgun formation here as they've had trouble solving this Hawk defense here early in this one.
Trips to the right. And it'll be Mitchell Smith keeping it off the left side. Big hole. He's got first down yardage. He's got one man to beat. And he is dropped out of bounds at about the 32-yard line of the Hawks. It'll be 1st and 10 West Hancock. Big play on first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, big play by Mitchell Smith, able to break free, then break a tackle of Cooper Ebel, and then finish that run with some physicality. Eagles with their first big play of the game to answer that scoring drive of the Hawks.
7:40 to play. Eagles will come out in that same formation, trips to the right.
Gain of 29.
Sandoval, Peterson, and Kayas in the backfield. Whistles before the play.
Got a timeout by Coach Eilers, I believe.
Let's see what we got. So we'll take the timeout with them. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
KC Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona.
They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, KC Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right.
Visit KCNielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
Excuse me. Welcome back, everyone. And after the timeout, with 7:29 to go, West Hancock will have first and 10 on the Hawks' 32-yard line. And they'll be set up trying to get the score of the Hawks from just a minute or two ago as they come out. Trips to the right again, with Mitchell Smith flanked to the right by Byron Barnes. Mitchell will take the ball. He's going to roll out to his right side. Now he's looking for a hole. He's going to be driven forward for a short gain. Actually, a gain of about 5. Yeah, it's a lot further.
Where we're set up in the press box, don't always have the best angles. That time, good job by Ryland Barnes leading on that play for Mitchell. But credit the backside pursuit of the Hawks to not let that turn into a big play.
So 2nd down, 5 to come out, trips to the left. Mitchell looks things over. Here's the snap. He looks out to his left, and he's going to pull it down and run. He's got some room up the middle, and he's going to be brought down right at the 20-yard line. That'll be enough for a 1st down for the Eagles.
Able to move the sticks as Mitchell Smith as he wanted to hit Kellen. I think that was Kellen or JP.
JP, I think.
Lined up in the slot. It was trips left, but he just didn't like the feel of it. And if you don't like the feel of it in a big game like this, tuck it and run. Get upfield and take what you can. Don't chance anything right now with this good drive going, especially when you're in 4-down territory.
So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Trips to the left. Barnes flanked to the left of Mitchell Smith.
This is Barnes all the way. Nope.
And it's going to be Mitchell looking out there. He's got a man. Oh, in and out of the hands of Luis Sandoval. Luis not the primary target on that one.
Luis is out there looking to pick up a block as they were trying to hit JP again there maybe, or hit the wheel route behind it. And Luis kind of surprised by that football as he was open. Ball falls to the turf, going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here for the Eagles.
Looked like probably too open. Looked like you and I tried to catch a pass out there. As the Eagles will come up to the line of scrimmage now with trips to the left.
I feel like Barnes may be getting a touch here.
And Mitchell Smith fakes it to Barnes and now rolls it back over here. Gives it to Barnes on the screen. Backside screen to Barnes, and Barnes are going to lose a bunch.
Yeah, they recognized that right away. As they'd seen that on film, that was Gellerman and Behrens that recognized the delayed tight end screen there to Barnes. They drop him for a loss of 7, Kevin.
2nd and short's going to come into 3rd and long now for West Hancock. 5:50 and counting to play here. 3rd and 17 from the 27-yard line.
This is where I just think you split Barnes out and throw it up to him.
There you go.
You got 2 attempts at it. He's your best athlete. Just make sure you get the timing right.
And Mitchell rolls out to his left, fires it out there. Barnes wide open, catches it. Now he's looking to get out of a tackle. Spins out of it and dives forward for a little bit more, but not much. But able to make it 4th and manageable now.
Yeah, 3rd and 17 turns into 4th and we'll call it 3, Kevin.
Yeah, well, probably a good estimate. Well, like I said, we have a terrible angle here.
But that time we really hadn't seen Barnes line up out wide much this season. But I know West Hancock threw in a lot of wrinkles this week and talking with Red Iceman on Wednesday night. And one thing, you got an athlete like Ryland Barnes there. Sometimes you split him out wide and just throw it up to your best athlete.
So the Eagles will come out here 2 by 2. And he's got a man. It's Barnes again. Barnes has the 1st down. In fact, Barnes is he in? In for the touchdown. That would be 14 yards.
Mitchell Smith finds his teammate Ryland Barnes, who lines up out wide at the split end position on the far side. Runs just a little bit of a stop route, 8-yard stop route. A lot of cushion given to Ryland Barnes there. Smith able to find him, and then Barnes does the rest, stretching out over the pylon to answer the touchdown, tying this one up 6-6, 4:42 to go with the 2-point attempt pending here by Mitchell Smith.
And they'll run 3 receivers to the left, Barnes, Smith, and Peterson. And back to pass is Mitchell. Mitchell looks. He's got a man in the end zone and incomplete. He also had one wide open in the corner there, but he didn't see him. So we're all tied up with 4:42 to go before halftime. That's 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
This is Hallie with Garner Dental Group. Evaluating healthy gums is a part of a routine hygiene visit. Our hygienists take the appropriate gum health measurements called probing. Larger probing numbers and multiple bleeding points can indicate periodontal disease. Our office is able to treat periodontal disease with a deeper cleaning called scaling and root planing, followed by routine visits which aim to keep the periodontal disease under control, leading to healthier gums and overall mouth. If you have questions about your gum health, call us today at 641-923-3771.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company has been serving the families of North Iowa for decades.
We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help in any way we can. Please feel free to call us at one of our funeral homes or visit our website at ewingfh.com.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company at Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Ouse.
Tap. Go.
First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Set to kick off is Nolan Vasky. He sends this one high, end over end. It's going to be taken by number 6 at about the 23-yard line, and he's going to be dropped after a short gain.
Brady Bixel and Kellen Smith in on the tackle.
And that was Trenton Vollink with the carry.
Kevin talking in the break here, huge defensive possession here for West Hancock, because the way this game is going, if you can get a stop, get it back, and either score or run out the clock, you get the ball to start the second half. And this type of game is going to, some of the advantages is, can you steal some possession somewhere? This is a chance for the Eagles to steal a possession if they can turn the Hawks over and get the ball back, and then have an extra possession before the half and to start the second half with the ball.
So it seems to be some confusion on the Eagles' offensive side.
Yeah, they're going to call
a timeout here. So we'll take the timeout with them. 4:37 to go before halftime. And it's all knotted up at 6 with HMS Hawks and your West Hancock Eagles. This is B103.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Brent. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Brent on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Admit it, nothing says barbecue like Big Brad's. For 12 years, offering award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, reunions, graduations, or any other event in your future. Book Big Brad's Barbecue today. Call 515-293-0791. And let's go Eagles.
All righty, welcome back. We are at 4:37 to go here before the halftime break. West Hancock and HMS Hawks all knotted up at 6. And the Hawks take the timeout here as they had some confusion on offense to start the drive. They'll start 1st and 10. And they're going to be on their own 29-yard line. And they'll be Evil keeping it after a fake, and he's going to get stopped right away at the line of scrimmage. And that'll be no gain, really. Might even lost a little.
Mitchell Smith stopping quarterback Cooper Ebell, and it's been those two players, Kevin, Mitchell Smith for West Hancock and Cooper Ebell for HMS. They've kind of had their handprints all over this football game, offensively and defensively. Both guys making a ton of big plays here in this first half.
So the Hawks will come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send 2 men wide to the right. Ebel will be flanked to the left by Camrad. Baker in the down position. Camrad back to pass. Fires one out there. Complete to number 10. And he's going to be brought down. Ball's out. Ball out. And I believe HMS got it back.
It looked initially like they did. As Ryland Barnes, the ball carrier, stood up. And we've seen that a lot this year. Ryland Barnes, when a ball carrier stood up, does a good job of trying to strip that football out. Able to come up with the forced fumble. It's not going to be a first down.
No, I think
you said that was 10 on the reception.
Yeah, Ethan Deem on the reception. And that's going to bring up third down in about 1.
Big play there by Ryland Barnes, and a big play by whoever covered that up for the Hawks.
So the Hawks will come out now. 2 receivers left. Ebel in the backfield. Camrad on his right. It'll be Ebel on the carry, and he'll try to get outside. And he's going to get the corner and then be driven out of bounds by David Smith. He'll have first down yardage up to the, see if I can figure that out, 43-yard line.
Yeah, call it the 43. Kevin, gain of 5 there by Ebel. He ran about 40 yards, it felt like, as he was just shielding off ball carriers, trying to get outside. But again, good job by the Eagles to not give up the giant play. You know, Coach Sanger prides himself in having a defense that has 11 guys running the football, and that time a bunch of different Eagles had their attempt, but able to get them out of bounds and prevent the big play.
So 1st and 10, 3:09 to go for the Hawks. They send 2 receivers to the right, and they give it to Camrad. He runs to the right, and now he looks for some room to run, and he gets it up over the 45 to about the 46. Nice run on first down, about 5 yards. They'll bring up second down and 5.
Eagle coaching staff, I think they wanted a block in the back there right as Camrat cut it upfield. Ebel looking over to Coach Jay Eilers here for the play call. Kevin, you know what that play call is? I don't know either.
I don't either. Okay. Yeah, we got that one down.
He was giving the signal.
I tell the defense what to do, but I still don't know.
Yep.
So. They'll come out 2 receivers to the left.
90% chance says it's going to be Ebel or Camrat.
And you hit it right on the head. It's Ebel off the right side, turning his way.
Ball's out.
The ball's out again, and I believe West Hancock
got it.
Have this time. And they turned it over. First one of the game for either team.
Not sure who. We got an Eagle down here at about the 43-yard line. Not sure who it was that came up with that fumble recovery, Kevin. As if you want to throw it to break, I'll try to pick up who that was.
Okay, and we'll do that. We'll take a 60-second break, and when we come back, we'll have 2:20 to go before the halftime break. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
All right, Malachi Reddick was the injured Eagle. He was off the field with a little bit of assistance, but mostly under his own power as the Eagles will take over. After the turnover, Jackson Peterson recovers the fumble, and the Eagles are set up right at the midfield stripe.
Midfield stripe, 2:20 to go, all 3 timeouts for West Hancock.
And they'll come out 2 receivers to the left for Mitchell Smith. And back to passes, Mitchell. He's looking that way, fires one out there. He's going for Kellen. And Kellen makes the reception, but they're saying he was out of bounds. Beautifully thrown ball, just led Kellen a little bit too much to the left.
Beautiful Willie Mays style catch there, or, you know, we're in Northwest Iowa, we'll call it a Cooper DeJean style catch there by Kellen Smith, but he was out of bounds. We didn't have a great angle over here, but a good ball there by Mitchell Smith. 2:12 to go here in the first half. Again, Eagles have all 3 timeouts. Tie game, 6-6.
And the Eagles will come out with 3 receivers left.
Got a timeout by Coach Eilers.
1 right, and Eilers will, the HMS Hawks will take a timeout, so we'll take the timeout with them. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hey, Eagle fans, this is Jackie. Darren, myself, and our staff at the Britt Food Center invite you to stop in and experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store, like prime quality meats, fresh produce, deli and bakery items. Visit us online at brittfoodcenter.com for weekly specials, recipe ideas, and daily meal planners.
Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
Welcome back. And speaking of the Britt Food Center, tonight we have not seen anything close to a sack, but we may.
Yeah, we may.
With these 2 running teams, might not have one tonight, but we'll find out. You want to stop in each Friday from 8 to 4:30 during the football season. Sign up for the Britt Food Center sack of the game, and if your name is drawn and the Eagles record a sack that night, you could be the winner of a sack of groceries. Compliments of the Britt Food Center. Britt Food Center is locally owned and a proud supporter of West Hancock. So the Eagles are coming out now. Single receiver, Barnes to the left, 3 to the right.
Barnes on the left side, isolated, Kevin.
Yep, Kayes, Vasky, and JP, and it's going to be Mitchell keeping it and going forward. And they'll be stopped for a loss of about a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Eagles.
And that was a quarterback draw design all the way there, Kevin, as Mitchell gives a drop back like he's looking to find Barnes on the left side. Barnes throws up his hand as a decoy, and then Mitchell sticks his foot in the ground, but a good job again by that Hawk defense as we roll on to minute 45 in this first half.
So Mitchell Smith is in the backfield by himself, and he fires it out there to Barnes. Barnes will have first down yardage and step out of bounds with a minute 30.
Right at the sticks. Really good job as that ball was out of Mitchell Smith's hands before Barnes even turned around. Good job of finding the football and then getting his feet down, inbounds, and picking up a first down on third down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 with a minute 37 to go in the half for the Eagles. They are on the Hawk 40-yard line. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Mitchell flanked to his left in the backfield by Zool, and he fires one out there in the neighborhood of Jackson Peterson. Incomplete. Nice job on defense by the Hawk defender.
Ryan Borden in on the defensive pass break up there. He did a good job of turning around and finding the football as they were trying to set up the wheel route with Pablo Calles as they ran Barnes on a slant and trying to get Calles around him for the big play. Mitchell sees that was covered up, and a good play by Borden here on the near side.
So again, 2 by 2, and Mitchell back to pass, fires it out there complete to Barnes, and he'll have a gain of about 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 with 1:24 to go. So 2 down territory for
And
West
really,
Hancock.
it's Kevin. We'll talk about this at halftime. It's been really simple for Barnes in the passing game. They're giving him 6 yards of cushion. He's just running simple stop routes,
and
as he does it again.
And he does it again, and he steps out of bounds, and he'll get the first down. A new set of downs for West Hancock with a minute 20 to go. They do have all their timeouts left.
See where they spot this one here, Kevin, the 25. Another gain of 8 on the pass play to Ryland Barnes. I've got him with 6 catches, 55 yards. We'll see if HMS makes an adjustment there to tighten up that coverage. Looks like, yep, they're going to tighten it up just a little bit. Instead of giving them 8 yards, they're giving about 4 yards now on the stop.
So 2 by 2, back to pass.
Yep, there's a stop and go by Barnes.
And it fires to the end zone, and in and out of the hands of Kellen Smith. And Kellen had a chance, but unable to haul the pass in. 1:13 now to go.
That time they run the kind of a fade route by the slot receiver, Kellen Smith there. They had Barnes. He gave a little stop and go after he ran those 8-yard stops so many times. They were trying to set something up there, and again, Mitchell Smith with a really good ball out there to Kellen Smith, but good coverage there by the Hawks.
So 1:13 to go here before halftime. Eagles have a 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. And it'll be Mitchell pulling it down, running straight ahead, and he'll take it up over the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. Lots of scrumbling, yeah, it's crumbling, Jay.
Something like that.
A new word.
It's going to be a timeout Eagles, though, Kevin.
And I could use one. That's the way it sounds. It'll be 3rd down when we can return here. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Swenson's Hardware in Britt is ready to help you do it best. In-store or online, 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Lawn and garden, tools, automotive, home and hardware, building materials, electrical, plumbing, heating, plus Valspar paint and accessories. Free, fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt for over 40 years. Enter today to win one of 2 $500 shopping sprees in-store.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Alyssa's Vinyl and Designs, El Tequila, Instep Flooring, 201 Salon, Kevin Sanger, and Lucinda McClellan. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Good. Welcome back, everyone. 1:06 to go before halftime. We're all knotted up at 6. West Hancock has a 3rd down and about 4 from the Hawk. Let's see, that's 23-yard line, and they're up to the line of scrimmage quick. 2 by 2, and this time Mitchell's under center, hands it off, and I believe was that Zool for the carry. He'll have first down yardage.
Move the chains. Eagles going to quickly.
1 minute even on the
clock. Just under 1 minute to go here as the clock winds. Eagles in really no super big rush right now with the ball at the 15-yard line. I believe the 15. Is that right, Kevin?
I believe that's correct, yes. And Mitchell back to pass, looking right, looking left, firing back over towards Barnes.
Jump ball.
And lots of contact before the ball gets there, but no flags. And that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, I think that's a good no call there by the official, Kevin, as both guys were just really fighting for the ball. Is really a
jockeying for position there.
Throw a jump ball out there to your 6'4" tight end / receiver / running back. We got a lot of guys that play a lot of different positions depending on the formation. So Eagles still with 2 timeouts, correct?
That is right.
That's what I got.
Yep. 39 seconds to go, 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line. And the Eagles will come out with 2 receivers wide right. What do we have? Going to have to be a timeout for West Hancock, and it is. So with 39 seconds to go, all tied up at 6, we'll take the timeout with them. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Score the best Wi-Fi experience with fast fiber from ComOne. Get up to 1 gigabyte plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles and Cardinals too. ComOne, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click ComOneNet.net today.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britain is your local source for all your vehicle needs. We offer a full line of automobile service along with auto parts and accessories for your vehicle. Did you know Trolson's is also a dealer for Snowdog snowplows? Contact Dan at 641-843-3865 for all your automotive needs. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back. We are 39 ticks away from taking a break here at the halftime. And we're all knotted at 6. West Hancock faces a 2nd down and 10 from the Hawk 15-yard line. After the timeout, Eagles have 1 left.
Eagles can pick up a 1st down without scoring as they're on the HMS 15.
And it'll be Mitchell Smith with 2x2, and he's going to keep it himself, and he gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Eagles are running back to the line of scrimmage quickly, trying to save that timeout.
Yeah, they must have called 2 plays there during that timeout so that if they don't convert here on 3rd down, then they can use that timeout if they need it.
So Mitchell now looking out to his left, throwing it out there, and he's got a man. It's Barnes, and touchdown, West Hancock.
Rylan Barnes from 15 yards out does a good job he found the football before the defender did. Great ball by Mitchell Smith. Rylan Barnes, his 7th catch of the night, his 2nd touchdown reception, and it's all of a sudden, Kevin, it's Air Eagles over here in Hartley.
We've thrown more passes in this game than I think we have also. Well, no, that's not true, but it seems like it anyway.
Hey, whatever it takes to get the ball in the end zone.
17 seconds to go before the halftime break, and West Hancock will go for 2. And they come out with 3 receivers to the left. Mitchell Smith rolls out that way, fires to Jackson Peterson in and out of his hands. And that will bring us to 12-6 in favor of West Hancock with the 17 ticks to go before the break. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hey, this is Damon. The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck is equipped to cater all your special events. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Hi, I'm Dave Droslik, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
All right, welcome back, everyone. 17 ticks to go here before halftime, and Nolan Vasky set to kick the ball off for the Eagles. And it'll be taken by one of the upmen at about the 25-yard line. Now he pitches it back to Ebel. Hold. And Ebel is looking for some room to run. And he's going to be brought down right at the 30-yard line. Excuse me, 40-yard line. 40-yard line with 8 seconds to go before the halftime break.
Yeah, trying to do something tricky there on special teams as they pitch it back to Ebel on the kick return. Good job again by that Eagle special teams unit. and texting Kevin with All-American, state champ, All-Stater Tate Hagen just a little bit ago. He wants to say that Coach Johnson and Coach Eisman are calling one heck of a game, as it looks like Camrat's going to take the snap. It's a false start.
Actually, yeah, we'll take the 5-yard penalty
and take a knee. And I tell you what, even with Ebel kneeling down back there, I don't trust anything until that clock is 0, because they got some athletes.
Yes, they do.
Make sure he gets his knee on the ground. Be aware.
And it will be direct snap to Camrat, and he'll take a knee, and they'll run out the clock here in the first half. So at the halftime break, it's West Hancock 12 and the HMS Hawks 6. We come back, we'll recap the first half scoring and get you caught up on stats and a few scores around the area. Once again, this is West Hancock football on B103.
I'm Caitlin Deutsch from the West Hancock SWAT team. Underage drinking in Iowa is a serious public health problem. Children as young as 9 years old may begin to use alcohol. Teens have easy access to alcohol at parties and can get it from older friends or from their parents' liquor cabinet. 61% of teens say friends influence their underage drinking the most. Current and future prevention efforts need to focus on improving communication between youth and caring adults.
Paid for by Hancock County Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention and the Federal Drug-Free Community Support Grant.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sanger, proud to be an Eagle. If you're looking for guidance with your financial goals, including insurance and investments, we should have a conversation. Let's prepare for the future together. Give me a call, 515-341-2151. That's 515-341-2151. Go Eagles.
Registered representative, investment advisor representative with Security Financial Services, Inc. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Security Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA/SIPC. Security Advisors Mid-America is independently owned and operated. 124 East Walnut Street, Suite 340, Mankato, Minnesota 56001. 356-294-QFU//5/21.
This is Casey Barnes, and this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock Athletics.
Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Algona, Garner, or Forest City.
Say the Barnes boys sent you.
Farmers Trusted Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Anthracnose, stock rot, fusarium are in your fields and are the main reasons your plants are dying early. With Xylem Plus, we can eliminate these problems by applying it in furrow, through the root system, or over the top through the leaves. Contact me, Eric Kroll, with Ag Performance at 515-341-3361 to keep your fields healthy and clean.
Welcome back. Tonight's halftime show is being brought to you by McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. For all your vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tire needs, parts, and service, see McNeese Tire and Automotive a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. As always, McNeese Tire wishes the West Hancock Eagles good luck. Want to contact them at 843-3536 or online at McNeeseTire.com. And I know this is a busy time of year for McNeese Tires. They're working hard to keep all those farmers out in the field and keep those tires inflated and keep the wheels rolling as harvest has begun. And while we're on that subject, we'll tell all those farmers out there, been great harvesting weather this past week. Be safe, and you're working long and hard. Make sure you get plenty of rest when you get an opportunity. So be safe and bring it home, as the West Hancock Eagles work to do just that tonight, bring home a victory over the HMS Hawks. And this game so far has lived up to the hype, a number 1 and a number 5 team in the state, according to the Radio Iowa poll. The HMS Hawks struck first in the first period and marched down the field with 8:09 to go. It was Cooper Ebel, the do-it-all quarterback for the Hawks, taking it in from 1 yard out. Camrat tried to run the extra point in, was stopped short of the goal line, and the Hawks led 6-0. With 4:42 to go, West Hancock answered. Mitchell Smith to Rylan Barnes, a 14-yard pass. Eagles attempted a 2-point conversion on a pass, and that was incomplete, and that brought us to an even score of 6-6. And then with just 17 ticks to go before the McNeese Tire halftime show, Mitchell Smith hit Rylan Barnes, this time from 15 yards out. The two-point conversion pass attempt to Jackson Peterson fell through his hands, incomplete, and that brings us to our halftime score here of 12-6. I want to remind you once again, Eagle fans, to get into the Britt Food Center each Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 during the football season. Sign up for the Britt Food Center sack of the game. If your name is drawn and the Eagles record a quarterback sack in that night's game, you could be the winner of a sack of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center. The Britt Food Center is locally owned and a proud supporter of West Hancock. Jay, tight game first half.
I tell you what, heck of a game.
Everything we thought it would be.
Huge credit to Coach Eisman and Coach Johnson. Tate Hagan nailed it. You know, there was not a lot going with the running game those first couple drives. This has been kind of the wild card this year with what we can do offensively has been Mitchell Smith, not only with his legs, but what he can do with his arm. And then what I love about what they did is they moved one of their biggest targets, best athletes, and they put him out on the edge and said, you know what, we're going to throw it to him. You guys better stop it. Kind of like what we do with the fullback and against some teams, you know, if you don't stop it, it's going to be a long night. Well, all of a sudden, West Hancock went to run that 8-yard stop route, and HMS had no answer for it. The other key, Kevin, we talked about it. HMS took over. It was 6-6 game. They had the ball with 4:45 to go. West Hancock able to force the turnover. Jackson Peterson comes up with a big fumble recovery and turn the ball over. Eagles get the last drive of the game. They end it with the score to go up 12-6, and now they can capitalize and really try to stretch this thing out as they get the second half kick coming out of halftime. Big advantages. They're able to steal a possession in the first half, and now they start the second half with the ball. So great football game, a ton of good football players all over the field tonight. A lot of guys, and it's a lot of the big names that are you know, there's a lot of good players, but some guys that are being looked at by some bigger schools, and it's a lot of those guys having big impacts. Mitchell Smith, we know a lot of schools are interested in him. Rylan Barnes, we should say, was offered a preferred walk-on spot at Iowa State after last weekend's game, his visit down there, so congratulations to Rylan. He'll have a big decision to make. And Cooper Ebel on the other side, an Iowa State commit, Camrat, Jacobsma, stud on the line. I mean, just a lot of guys making big plays.
Yes, there are.
In a small school, high school football game on a Friday night. It's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch. And speaking of watching things, we're watching the HMS High School Marching Hawks right now as they entertain us here at the halftime break. We're going to take another quick break. We come back. I'll let Jay get us caught up on the stats for the first half. Once again, our halftime score is West Hancock 12 and the HMS Hawks 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Baukelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and shivers drying equipment. Baukelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
In-step flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose in-step flooring in Kanawha.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, we have a halftime score here on the McNeese Tire halftime show of West Hancock 12 and the HMS Hawks 6. And Jay, I'll get you caught up on the stats here in just a moment as we continue to watch the HMS Hawks marching band if you're watching on the live stream. And we want to thank our sponsors for bringing us the live stream every week. So, Jay, you got some stats for us, buddy?
Yeah, I got some stats for you. First, team rushing for HMS, 113 yards in that first half. Just 2 ball carriers, and that's kind of what it's been primarily for the Hawks this season. Cooper Ebel, I got him unofficially at 14 carries, 83 yards, including a 1-yard touchdown run. His big one was a 54-yard run to really set up that first score for the Hawks. Camrat, 10 carries, 30 yards from the halfback position. Ebel 3 of 3 through the air for 18 yards, 2 completions going to Gellerman and 1 to Ethan Deem. For West Hancock, they ran for 59 yards in that first half. Kale Zool, 2 carries. I stopped myself there.
Good job.
2 carries for 6 yards. Kellen Smith a carry for 3. Mitchell Smith 7 carries, 49 yards, and Jackson Peterson a carry for 1 yard. The story of the game, though, the Air Eagles came out in that first half. Mitchell Smith 7 of 13 through the air, 70 yards and 2 touchdowns. All 7 pass completions, Kevin, to Rylan Barnes. And it was really the second quarter, late in that second quarter, when the Eagles made that adjustment, moved Barnes out wide and really got something going and just kept poking at it until the HMS can make an adjustment to stop it. But one thing I'll say is I think us opening it up there in that second quarter should allow us to get our running game going a little bit more and be a little bit more two-dimensional in this second half, because we're going to need to get that run game going to be able to finish out this game.
And one thing that you and I have learned over the years in watching West Hancock football, masters of halftime adjustments.
Yes.
And
very, very good halftime.
Especially on the offensive line.
Yep, on that offensive line in the run game. Their run schemes, as far as they get a half, they've got a lot of coaches up in the booth, Brady Wilson, Seth Gopel, CJ Ryan has got a ton of experience, Kevin Eisman. They're able to look at some things. I know Rick Sanger's here tonight helping out, so they'll be able to see what was giving them trouble in that run game, because they're really, Kevin, in our base stuff, in the full house and wing T backfield and along when we go our regular shotgun formation, there was not a lot of running room for West Hancock in that first half. So we'll see what kind of adjustments they make, and especially in that blocking scheme up front. Some scores for you, Kevin.
Just a second. Let's throw it back to a break here. We got 9 minutes.
Holy cow, we got a long halftime tonight.
Yeah, long halftime tonight.
The little whippers are coming out.
So we're going to take another break here on the McNeese Tire halftime show. And when we get back, we'll get you up to date on some scores or some big games going on around the state tonight. Once again, our score here, West Hancock 12, HMS Hawks 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats. Plus, Vikings and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop, downtown Britt.
So what's the next big thing in farming? Iowa farmers will tell you it's working with the channel seedsman to select products placed to perform in their fields. Iowa farmers trust their channel seedsman to be there every step of the way through the growing season. It's that added benefit of knowing what will work best in your field for better yield potential. What's the next big thing in farming? It's working with a channel seedsman. Your local channel seedsmen are Al, Rick, and Dave of Britt Seed Company. Like us on Facebook.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Carts in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Woden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, 1.5 miles west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
All right, welcome back to the McNeese Tire halftime show. Once again, our halftime show is being brought to you by McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. For all your vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tire needs, parts, and service, see McNeese Tire and Automotive. 1.5 miles west of Britt on Highway 18. McNeese Tire says good luck, West Hancock Eagles. Contact them at 843-3536. Check them out online at McNeeseTire.com. We got about 6 minutes to go here before the second half, and we're being entertained now by some youngsters with a flag football program here at HMS. And I'm not sure what the score is out here, but again, our score is 12-6 in favor of West Hancock. And speaking of scores, Jay is going to get us up
finally
to date.
Getting some connection here. We are thankful we got on the air tonight with the video stream because we're not getting the best reception here, but knock on wood, the picture has been gorgeous here so far, and so has the scoreboard.
Had to coax our equipment to work a little bit.
Yes, we did. So area scores: GHV at Crestwood tonight. They trail that one 34-0. Clear Lake leads Forest City 21-6. Osage was hosting New Hampton in a big one. No score update on that one. Newman hosting Lake Mills. They lead that game 27-7. Again, West Fork was to travel to North Union tonight. They forfeited due to lack of healthy players. They're hoping to finish out the season and play their last 2 games of the regular season. So North Union picks up a forfeit win against West Fork. And St. Ansgar all over North Butler in the first half, 41-0 in that one as that game is being played up in St. Ansgar. We will host St. Ansgar next week at Bob Sanger Field in Week 7 in what will be a great district matchup. Other scores of interest around the state: Ankeny and Valley in the big one tonight. They are tied at 21 in the first half. Dike New Hartford, Applington Parkersburg tonight. Dike New Hartford leads that one 21-12. That's a top 10 matchup in Class 2A. What, 2A or 1A? I didn't write it down here.
I think it's 1A.
1A maybe.
Yeah.
Hampton Dumont and Independence, another top 10 matchup. They are tied at 0 in the first half. And another score: Wapsie Valley leads South Winneshiek 21-3. Radio Iowa Class A poll coming into this week: West Hancock remains number 1, Linville Sully 2, Grundy Center 3, Woodbury Central 4. HMS rounds out the top 5 at number 5. AHSTW comes in at number 6, followed by Northland, East Buchanan. Columbus Junction kind of been the Cinderella team so far in Class A in the state this year, and Albernet rounds out the top 10 of the Radio Iowa Class A poll, Kevin. And in District 2 standings, West Hancock leads. They're in the driver's seat. They're 4-0 in the district. Newman 2-1. St. Ansgar 2-1. Newman has the tiebreaker as they beat St. Ansgar in overtime a couple weeks ago. North Union number 4 at 2-2. Lake Mills comes in at number 5, 1-2 in the district, followed by North Butler at 1-2. West Fork rounds it out at 0-4 in the district. And pretty soon we're going to have to be getting our playoff pencils and erasers out, trying to figure out where teams are going to go.
And I think maybe one of these little flag football teams out here that's out here now might be in that mix.
Oh, interception.
Picked in the end zone. I tell you, they got a couple of miniature Cooper Eagles out here on the field. If these are HMS youngsters, and I assume they are, the future looks bright. So for the Hawks.
Speaking of the Hawks, Kevin.
What's that?
Before you throw it back.
All right.
Do we have a chance tomorrow against the Maize and Blue?
Well, I tell you. Here's which way is the Hurricane coming?
Yeah, it's games like these at Kinnick Stadium, top 5 team. You think, Hawks don't have a shot. Somehow they come out.
Well, I tell you,
double-digit underdog. I wouldn't be surprised. I hope like heck the Hawks are able to pull it off, but it's going to be a tough task tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
Well, I tell you, if you think about it, and given the history that Iowa has had hosting these highly ranked teams in Kinnick Stadium, if you're Michigan, you're not sleeping easy tonight.
Yeah, I think teams know now that Kinnick Stadium is not going to sneak up on anybody. As a top 5 team coming in against an unranked Hawkeye team, I think Coach Harbaugh's got the full attention of his crew, and he's got another good team this year. It'll be interesting to see how it comes out. I love our defense. Hopefully tomorrow we can find just a little bit of offense and come away with another big one.
Cyclones, is it Kansas or Kansas?
At Kansas, down in Lawrence. Kansas 4-0, ranked for the first time in a long time. They're having a really nice season. Should be a good one down there in Lawrence.
Wow.
But as the little guys out here are making some moves and breaking ankles on the field, Kevin. But big day of college football tomorrow with some big games, but we got an even bigger game to finish up yet here tonight.
Yes, sir, we do, and we're a couple minutes away from doing just that. We're going to take our final break here before we conclude the McNeese Tire halftime show, and we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about second half adjustments here for both these teams. This is once again our halftime score: West Hancock 12 and the HMS Hawks 6. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we are all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
This is Hallie with Garner Dental Group. Evaluating healthy gums is a part of a routine hygiene visit. Our hygienists take the appropriate gum health measurements called probing. Larger probing numbers and multiple bleeding points can indicate periodontal disease. Our office is able to treat periodontal disease with a deeper cleaning called scaling and root planing, followed by routine visits which aim to keep the periodontal disease under control, leading to healthier gums and overall mouth. If you have questions about your gum health, call us today at 641-923-3771.
Go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto insurance. It's just another way the Brett State Farm team is there to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Jay Hiscox and his team in Brett at 641-843-3563.
Hi, I'm Brett McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Brett. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Brett on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
All right, welcome back. We're about a minute and a half from starting the second half here. And Jay, you put yourself in the locker room for each one of these teams.
I would say Coach Eilers and HMS, first off, you know, they've got all the motivation coming into this game.
Mm-hmm.
They finally get to host a game against West Hancock. They ended their season the last 2 years, lost 3 times in the last 2 years. For them, the most important possession possibly of their season right now is coming up here with this first defensive possession. If they can get a stop, they're right back in this game. For West Hancock, the adjustments that I'll be interested to see, and I'm not an offensive coordinator or anything, is what the coaching staff puts together in the run game, the blocking schemes of the run game, to get some more room for Cale Zuhl and Mitchell Smith to run the football, maybe get Kellen Smith and JP involved. Mm-hmm. One other thing, Kevin, that we didn't see when we went that gun formation, later on we moved Ryland out on the edge, but we never seen when Ryland was lined up in the backfield, West Hancock give it to him or give it to Cale Zuhl when he was lined up next to Mitchell Smith. So it was primarily Mitchell Smith running right or left out of that shotgun formation. So what type of adjustments they make if they stay in that formation, and then if they do go back to the standard Sanger era formations, what kind of tweaks they make in the blocking game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, there you have it. We'll look for those things here in the second half. Again, we are ready to go. And Cooper Ebel set to kick off for the Hawks. Deep for West Hancock are Jackson Peterson and Kellen Smith. And here's the run-up. And it's end over end, and it's going to be Jackson Peterson about a 15 over the 20, 25, 30, 35.
Got a hold.
He's got a hold on the middle. And it
there he goes.
Jackson Peterson.
Hold on to that ball, son.
Jackson Peterson is run down inside the 5-yard line. Great second half start for West Hancock as JP takes it down to the inside the 5 down to about the 3.
JP turning on the Jets, doing a good job of kind of setting that one up, following his wedge towards the middle of the field. Then he saw something back against the grain, and he's one of the faster kids on the team. We talked about how excited we were to see him coming into the season really take a big role in the varsity game. That time a huge play by Jackson Peterson on about a 72-yard kickoff return to open up the second half.
So the Eagles will come out in the traditional wing T, swing to the right. They give it to Zuhl, and Zuhl is in for the touchdown. From 3 yards out, it's Cale Zuhl. And West Hancock on the board quickly here in the second half.
Message sent by the defending state champs. They come out with a big kickoff return. Jackson Peterson and then Cale Zuhl, the big 220-pound fullback, runs over a Hawk on his way to the end zone. And the Eagles will look to go for 2 here. Looks like they're going to go out of their full house backfield with Iceman coming in at quarterback.
And they'll come up to the line of scrimmage. And as Jay suggested, it will be actually Ryland Barnes split out wide left. Under center, is Eisman, and in short on the 2-point conversion, and I believe that was Zool on the run. So the run fails, and West Hancock leads this one 18-6 with 11:44 to go in the third period. This is West Hancock football on B103.
K.C. Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona.
They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, K.C. Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right.
Visit kcnielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company has been serving the families of North Iowa for decades.
We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help in any way we can. Please feel free to call us at one of our funeral homes or visit our website at ewingfh.com.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company at Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Ouse.
Tap. Go. First Citizens Bank's contactless debit cards make purchases easy. Call us at 800-423-1602 or stop in to see us about getting one today. First Citizens Bank, member FDIC.
West Hancock set to kick off here, and they kick it off. It's end over end, tumbling, taken by Ebel at about his 20-yard line. He cuts to the near sideline, looking for some room to run. So up over 25, 30, 35, and driven out of bounds just shy of the 40, about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and one thing, Kevin, you worry about as a coach, and Coach Sanger and company, you got a long halftime. You wonder, you know what I mean? You kind of lose that mojo. But, again, a great answer by the Eagles special teams unit and Jackson Peterson to set up a score on that huge kickoff return, about, I'd say, 73, 77 yards on that kickoff return down to the Eagle or the Hawk 3-yard line to set up the first touchdown of the game for Cale Zool.
So the Hawks will come out, 2 receivers to the right. They pitch it, give it direct snap to Camrat. Camrat forward for about a 4-yard gain to bring up 2nd and 6, and he'll bring it to about the 44-yard line, 43-yard line, we'll call it. 11:24 to go here in the third period. And the Eagles with a 2-score lead now.
The only complaint you have, Kevin, right now at this point is the point after it, the 2-point conversions or lack thereof.
2 receivers to the left now for Ebel. Camrad to the right. It'll be Ebel. He'll run to his left, and he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage, no gain. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Hawks.
Big 3rd down here again for the Hawks. In that first half, they really tried to get Camrat involved, either going wide to his right or left, or Ebel, give him some more space and let him use his athleticism to try to pick up the first down. We'll see what Coach Eilers has in store. The first big 3rd down attempt for his team here with 10:25 to go. Eagles lead 18-6 in the third quarter.
So 2 receivers right. It's Gellerman and number 4. And they fire it out there, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass just short, intended for number 4. That's James Gellerman.
Yeah, trying to hit Gellerman on the quick bubble screen there is Ebel, and it falls incomplete.
So
Hawks will line up with a punt, but again, Kevin, like you said on that first time they punted, you got their quarterback and the best athlete back there punting. Just be aware of what's going on. Watch out for that fake.
And deep for the Eagles, to receive the punt are Mitchell Smith and Kellen Smith. And here is the snap. Kick is off, nearly blocked by Eric Martinez. And this one is going to go
way out of bounds. Eagles should get it at least the 40-yard line, I would think.
See what they do here.
We'll see. That time, Eric Martinez, good job on the punt rush. Official still walking.
It's going to be about the 43-yard line, 42-yard line.
Martinez got in there. I think he hurried up Ebel a little bit. Went off the side of his foot, and not a great punt. Eagles will take over at their own 42-yard line.
Yes. 10:07 to go here in the third period. West Hancock with their second possession after they get the stop. And they'll come out with 2 receivers to the left. Mitchell Smith flanked in the backfield. And Mitchell will keep it, go to his left. And he's going to have a short gain, a couple. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Well defended by the Hawks on that one.
Yeah, that straight quarterback power. Hawks have done a really good job early in this one. The big Mitchell Smith run came on kind of the fake dive play to Ryland, where they had a little bit of eye candy in the backfield, as some call it, and then Mitch was able to pick up 29 on his biggest run play of the first half.
So the receivers are, the Hawks are, Eagles will come out with 2 receivers to the right. They pitch it out to Barnes, and he's going to take it into HMS territory at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, West Hancock.
Barnes' 8th catch of the game. As he, again, the Hawks giving a ton of cushion to Ryland Barnes when he lines out wide like that, and that's easy. That's taking Halloween candy right there, Kevin, as they line up Barnes this time to the wide side of the field.
So 2 receivers left. JP wing to the right. Mitchell hit as he threw, and he throws this one way out there for Kellen Smith, and it falls incomplete. Kellen had a chance.
He had a chance. Evo back there face guarding him, which is legal in high school football. But a good ball by Mitchell Smith as he was trying to go for the home run play. Looked like some of the coaches wanted him to hit Barnes on the out route on the far side of the field. Smith looking for the big one down the field. Really puts a good ball out there, Kevin,
yeah.
but just really good coverage there by Cooper Ebel.
So 2nd and 10 for West Hancock. Barnes splits out wide to the left. Trips to the near side with Vasky, JP, and Kayas. And it'll be Mitchell Smith on the keeper, and he's got lots of room. He could go to the house. Mitchell Smith is going to take it in from 46 yards out for the touchdown.
And it's that passing game, Kevin, that's really opened it up for this running game. We talked about it at halftime. They were so successful getting it out to Ryland Barnes on the edge in that first half, having to get some guys out of the box. That time, Mitchell Smith goes up the gut, 46 yards to the house. Eagles in control of this one as they now lead 24-6, pending the extra point. Looks like they are going to go for 2 again.
I believe so.
I don't see a T in Rhett's hand.
No.
Yep.
Oh,
nope, they're going to kick it.
So David Smith will come on to try the point after from the kicking position. Out of the hold of Rhett Eisman. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and kick is good. So West Hancock,
I love it,
will go ahead now with 9:17 to go in the 3rd period. 25-6 over the HMS Hawks. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Admit it, nothing says barbecue like Big Brad's. For 12 years, offering award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, reunions, graduations, or any other event in your future. Book Big Brad's Barbecue today. Call 515-293-0791. And let's go Eagles.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
All right, welcome back. 9:17 to go here, and as the kickoff is picked up by Ethan. Excuse me, what's in? Ethan Deem takes it and goes out of bounds inside. Let's see, what have we got? 39-yard line.
Kevin, one thing watching the replay of that last touchdown by Mitchell Smith, that's a total formation touchdown because the Eagles were having success with spreading them out in the passing game. They went trips to the far side, I believe, single receiver to the near side, but they pulled Cooper Ebel away from the middle of the field, and he's their last line of defense, their best tackler. Mitchell Smith had no resistance, able to put one on the board and give the Eagles the lead.
Ebel back to pass now, fires this one over there, intended for Deem, and it goes in and out of his hands over his head. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hawks.
The other thing that's got me laughing, Kevin, is the boys track coach for West Hancock, Matt Welp. He texted me, said big play, that's why they call him Bullet on the track and field.
All right. So 2nd and 10.
That being JP, of course, on that big kick return.
Whoops. So the Hawks are facing a 2nd down and 10 here. They come out 2 receivers wide right, and it'll be Ebel on the keeper. And Ebel will be dropped. He runs into Calles and Smith, Mitchell, and that'll short gain of about 3, and that'll bring up 3rd down and about 7. 8:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
I'll tell you what, I love watching Pablo Calles, 130 pounds, and he is not afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop or make a pile. I mean, you got Cooper Ebel bearing down on you, and he's able to stop him after a gain of 4 and bring up another big 3rd down here.
So the Hawks will have 2 receivers to the right. That's Deem and Gellerman. Ebel looks that way, fires complete to Deem, and he's going to be brought down.
Forward progress, I think, Kevin, he's going to be real close to the line of game.
Yeah, 4th and 1, and it'll be 4th and 1 from the 47-yard line of the Hawks. And I'm guessing they're probably going to go for it here.
Yeah, you got to be in go-for-it mode now if you're Coach Eilers. 4th and a short 1, it looks like, probably a half yard. Good job again by that Eagle defense to swarm to the football as they were given a little bit of cushion. They don't want to give up a big play with a 19-point lead, but a good job rallying to the football.
So two receivers to the near side this time for Ebel, and he'll give a direct snap to Camrat, and Camrat will break a tackle and get into West Hancock territory down to about the 44-yard line.
Again, another huge play by Jackson Peterson. I know we gave up the 1st down there, but Camrat had scored it free there. Peterson able to come up with what may have been a touchdown-saving tackle there on the 4th and short. Is one thing to watch here, Kevin. Kellen Smith limping pretty good, trying to work out a leg injury here on the near side, number 43 for West Hancock.
So the Hawks will come out again, 2 receivers to the left. That's Deem and Gellerman. And Ebel back to pass. Now he's flushed out of the pocket with some pressure. He fires one deep.
Oh, no.
He's got a man wide open in the end zone. And complete for the touchdown to Ethan Deem. And that's 44-yard Ebel to Deem.
And that time it was Ebel using his athleticism as he's able to get out of a sack by David Smith, buy himself some time, and that's a lot of times when you see a quarterback scramble like that, Kevin, and break a tackle in the backfield, that's when you see receivers run free. That time, Ethan Deem able to run free, get behind the secondary, and HMS with a big one from 44 yards out. West Hancock now leads this one 25-12, 6:57 to go in the 3rd quarter.
You know, we talked about it, Jay. Running teams, and we have 3 touchdown passes tonight.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the left on the 2-point conversion. Ebel will keep it, run straight ahead, and he'll be stopped shy of the goal line. And so it'll be 25 for West Hancock, 12 for the HMS Hawks with 6:57 to go in the 3rd period. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Hey, Eagle fans, this is Jackie. Darren, myself, and our staff at the Britt Food Center invite you to stop in and experience all the benefits of a family-owned local grocery store, like prime-quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Visit us online at BrittFoodCenter.com for weekly specials, recipe ideas, and daily meal planners.
Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck. Swenson's Hardware in Britt is ready to help you do it best. In-store or online, 24/7 at swensons.doitbest.com. Lawn and garden, tools, automotive, home and hardware, building materials, electrical, plumbing, heating, plus Valspar paint and accessories. Free, fast delivery to our store. Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt for over 40 years. Enter today to win one of 2 $500 shopping sprees in-store.
All right, and as we come back, Kellen Smith takes the kickoff, and he brings it up to the 37-yard line of West Hancock. Well, they'll start 1st and 10. 6:52 to go here in the 3rd period.
Good return there by Kellen Smith to set up the third drive of the game, drive of the second half.
Eagles have scored on the first two. And they lead this one 25-12. And the Eagles will come out 2 by 2. And Mitchell Smith waits for the snap. He fires one out there complete to Barnes. Barnes dodges out of tacklers and weaves his way into HMS territory to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
Gain of 18 on the quick hitter to Barnes there. Just a quick flanker screen. Get it out of your hands quick. Get it to one of your great athletes and let him get up the field. Barnes able to gain 18 on first down to set up a big first down here for West Hancock.
So 2 by 2 again for Smith. And Smith will take it, run to his left. He's got 5-yard gain, and he pushes the pile. And it'll be another first down for West Hancock as the rugby scrum takes the ball down to the 30-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10.
That's a weight room run right there by Mitchell Smith, as he had some dudes that he was moving there, Kevin. We talked about what HMS brings to the table, but Mitchell Smith brings a lot of power of his own to the table. That time, the weight room helps on that 15-yard run.
And it'll be Mitchell again on the run, this time to his left, and he's going to go forward for a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down. See where they mark it. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 2, and they'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
I almost got to ask Dan Kroll, which we know he's here tonight, so he's not messaging us on Facebook, what the single game reception record is for West Hancock, because Barnes, and I got him unofficially at 9 receptions right now.
I've got $100 that it's Rick Klein on that at the top of the list. As the Eagles come out 2 by 2 again, Mitchell looks to his left.
Touchdown.
And he's got a man. It's out there to Ryland Barnes. And knocked away at the last minute. A flag comes in.
That time, Kevin, I said touchdown when I saw the play develop there, because it was Barnes went on a little stop and go. And they had kind of set that up all game long, and we spoke about it. We've always done a good job, coaching staff, of setting up plays for the second half. Yeah. They kind of set up that play in the second half. It looks like the Eagles may get a pass interference call, though.
Ethan Deem on the coverage, and from this point, it looked pretty clean, but if underside official saw it otherwise.
Pass interference on the defense. That'll give the Eagles a first down, as Coach Eiler's not happy here on the near side. And we spoke at halftime, really not a ton of penalties in that first half. They really let them play. The only penalty was a procedure penalty on them, as they were kneeing the ball going into halftime, and then an offsides by us on our first defensive possession of the game. But really a well-played game from an officiating standpoint here to this part, and that being the first big play call of the game via the flag.
From the 14-yard line will be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. And they'll come out again 2 by 2. This time Mitchell will go under center. And he fumbles the snap and just pulls it down and runs straight ahead for the touchdown for Mitchell Smith from 14 yards out.
We'll call that the fumble-rooski, Kevin, as he fumbles the snap, and that's when you're thankful you got a great athlete playing quarterback there. Mitchell Smith from 14 yards out. Eagles lead this one 31-12, 5:13 to go here in the third quarter. And as crazy as that first half was with all the defense, it's been fireworks here in the second half of this one.
Yeah, we expected a low-scoring game, and it's been just the opposite.
I think we've hit the over.
Guess that shows what we know about football, right? So Eagles, David Smith will come on and kick the extra point once again. And here's a snap, kick is up, and this one is blocked. This one is blocked by one interior lineman. So with 5:13 to go, it's West Hancock 31 and the HMS Hawks 12. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Score the best Wi-Fi experience with fast fiber from COM1. Get up to 1 gigabyte plus local support 24/7 so you can keep streaming your Eagles and Cardinals too. COM1, the local one, serving Hancock, Wright, and Humboldt County neighborhoods with the most reliable internet, telephone, and digital HD TV. Click com1net.net today.
Hey, this is Damon. The Titanium Lunchbox mobile food truck is equipped to cater all your special events. Weddings, prom, graduation, reunions, or even a business luncheon. Choose anything off the Titanium Lunchbox menu or customize your own menu with casual or formal cuisine, even appetizers and desserts. Call us at 641-512-1187 today to book your event. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt. What's in your lunchbox?
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members including Alyssa's Vinyl and Designs, El Tequila, In-Step Flooring, 201 Salon, Kevin Sanger, and Lucinda McClellan. We appreciate your support. See the Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Kick out of bounds.
Yep. And as Jay said, as I was turning up his volume, the kick from Nolan Vasky went out of bounds.
Sorry about that, Kevin.
No, you're fine, my friend. And so they will start 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. They being the HMS Hawks after West Hancock, 35-yard line, I said 40. And they will, with 5:13 to go, as West Hancock leads 31-12. HMS will begin their possession. And the Eagles and Hawks are putting on a show for us here in the second half. The first half, all defense, and the second half, not so much.
Eagles answer that big touchdown from Ebel to Ethan Deem with a 4-play drive. We'll summarize it here after this first play by the Hawks on this drive.
So they come out with Gellerman and Deem to the left, and it's Camrat straight ahead, and he's wrapped up and brought down after a short gain of about 2, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
So to summarize that drive, first off, a great return by Kellen Smith. Eagles hit Ryland Barnes for a gain of 18 on the quick flanker screen, and then Mitchell Smith with a short run, and then it was a big pass interference call in the end zone as Barnes was trying to hit HMS with a little stop-and-go route, and then Mitchell Smith takes it in from 14, and that's how we got to 31-12, Kevin.
And here we are. Cooper Ebel keeps the ball, pulls it down, runs straight ahead. Got good yardage. Well, there's some banging going on there. He's going to be shy of the first down as the Eagle secondary comes up. I think that's K.L. Zool come up and put a lick. We've got an injured
Ethan Deem down.
Yeah.
Hoping it's just a cramp for Ethan Deem. He's down at midfield. We may need to take a quick break.
We'll take a break here, and we'll come back. The West Hancock leads 31-12, 4:26 to play in the third period.
Hi, I'm Dave Zroslik, president of Stellar Industries. The employee owners of Stellar Industries reflect the values of small-town living, honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. With locations in Garner, Kanawha, and Mason City, Stellar is a proud supporter of high school athletes from across the North Iowa area. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
All right, welcome back, and as we come back, looks like they're working out a cramp there on Ethan Dean as he comes to the sideline slowly, and that's
it looked like they were stretching him out, Kevin. The like Eagle trainer from Athletico is the first one out to greet him, and he's still cramping up and trying to get to this sideline is the speedster Ethan Deem, who scored from 44 yards out on the last possession for HMS. We'll see who they sub in for him, as he's a big weapon for them in the pass game.
We'll see if got a couple of messages here and see if any of those relate to a score, and they do not. So I was looking for an update on a couple of those.
Did your wife text you and tell you to bring home some milk or something on the way home, or what?
No, we got plenty of that right now. So we are coming. The Hawks will come out, and they'll substitute in number 88, and that is Tyson Tessum. He's a senior and wide receiver for Ethan Dean. As Ebel looks for the snap, and he takes it, runs to his right. He's got first down yardage for Ryan. He's going to be brought down just over the midfield stripe into West Hancock territory at about the 49.
Unofficially, I got Ebel up over 100 yards here with that gain.
And so Cooper gives them a first down with 4:05 to go in the third quarter.
And if you're West Hancock right now defensively, keep doing what you're doing, but nothing over your head.
Yeah. So here the two receivers left, empty to the right, and it's going to be a 5-yard easy way as the left side of the Eagle defensive line jumped off.
Yeah, both Coogee and Connor are trying to get a head start there, as Connor is the one subbing in now for Malachi Reddick. Haven't seen him back in the game, Kevin,
we have not.
After he went down with an injury. which is really unfortunate because Malachi has been having a heck of a season, and he was playing a heck of a game from his defensive end position.
Hopefully that's nothing serious. First down and 5. They give it to Camrat. He's looking for some room to run. Slips and is brought down after a short gain, a yard or just a yard, and that'll bring up second down, and we'll call it 4. Now we're going to move it forward a little bit. We're going to call it 2nd and 3. 3:26 and counting here in the third period.
And you kind of get the feeling that HMS, the crowd's kind of quieted down. Really going back to that kickoff return by JP, just sent a shockwave through the near sideline of HMS.
So the Hawks will come out now, 3 receivers to the right. And Ebel will look out that way, and now he's under some pressure, and he just throws it out there and throws it away. He was under pressure from Ian Connor. So it'll bring up third down and 3 with just under 3 minutes to go.
That time, a good job by Ebel to just get rid of it. And one thing, Kevin, with Ethan Deem going down with cramp, one thing I watch, Cooper Ebel does everything on this field, running around the quarterback position, playing free safety. He also, 95% of the time, he is running 20 to 30 yards over to Coach Eilers to get the play call. So he has got to be in superior shape to get through a football game like this.
So trips again to the right for Ebel. And he looks out right, he dances around. Oh. And that's, in and out of the hands of Cale Zool. He had an interception, but he couldn't haul it in. And nearly a holding call, as you said, Jay.
Connor getting good pressure in there, kind of 50-50 if he would get a hold call or not, but a good job by those linebackers to get deep in their drop zones. Cale Zould able to come up with a deflection and knock that one down, bring up another big fourth down here for HMS.
Hawks will go for it the way it looks with 2:52 to go. And it'll be fourth down and 3. They'll send trips to the right. Ebel in the backfield. Ebel going to throw it out there to Camrat, and Camrat has first down yardage, but he does not get much beyond the sticks, but it'd be enough for a first down at the 36-yard line of West Hancock, 2:40 and counting. So 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
But if we watch that replay, it might be considered a run play on that, as it looked like he threw that maybe behind the line of scrimmage. But good job by Camrat to get upfield quickly because the pursuit was coming by that West Hancock defense.
This is big Camrat, left side, and short gain, about 2 yards, just a yard, a little more. And that'll bring up second down as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the third period.
Best thing the Eagles are doing right now, they're giving up some yards right now, kind of bend, don't break, is they are making them earn it on this drive and making that clock run with a 19-point lead here with just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, West Hancock leads this one 31-12 here in Hartley.
And don't let the score fool you, folks. This has been a heck of a ball game so far between these two. As 2 receivers left, Ebel takes the snap, goes to his left, and he's going to run forward for a yard or 2. And I'll bring up third down. And it's going to be third and about 6, I believe. Actually, going to move it backwards a little bit. I guess he lost a little.
Yeah, that was
so 3rd and 7 probably for the Hawks. 1:23 to go.
Again, the Eagle defensive line, terrific tonight. Right now we got Ian Connor, Coogee, Eric Martinez, and David Smith in there. Really, really good job with pursuit tonight. And then when they don't have anything, just getting down, making a pile, letting those linebackers really flow to the football.
Trips to the right for Ebel. And here's the snap. He fires it out there, complete to complete to number 4. He runs into his own man, and then he's strung out and brought down at about the 35-yard line, I believe.
That was Gellerman on the reception there, Kevin.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought it was, but I was not 100% certain of it.
What kind of athlete is Brighton Coogee? He's a starting defensive tackle there, Kevin.
Yeah.
And he's out there making the stop after a gain of 1 or 2 on the quick pass play to Gellerman.
So 4th down and a long 4, short 5 for the Hawks.
Borden and Wiersma coming into the game now for the Hawks.
There are going to be 14 ticks to go here. They might just let this one run out. And
Coach Eiler's going to call a timeout.
Okay, so they do take a timeout. 12 ticks to go here in the third period. It's West Hancock 31 and the HMS Hawks 12. This is West Hancock football on B103.
I'm Caitlin Deutsch from the West Hancock SWAT team. Underage drinking in Iowa is a serious public health problem. Children as young as 9 years old may begin to use alcohol. Teens have easy access to alcohol at parties and can get it from older friends or from their parents' liquor cabinet. 61% of teens say friends influence their underage drinking the most. Current and future prevention efforts need to focus on improving communication between youth and caring adults.
Paid for by Hancock County Allies for Substance Abuse Prevention and the Federal Drug-Free Community Support Grant.
All right, welcome back, folks. We got 12 ticks to go here in the third period. West Hancock leads this one 31-12, and the Hawks of HMS have a fourth down and about 4, and they come out. And it's going to be a tight formation, no wide receiver spread out wide, and it's going to be Ebel back to pass, drops straight back. Now he's flushed out of the pocket and gets out of David Smith's grip and runs out of bounds about the 21-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down.
Ebel needed 5, picked up 9 on 4th and 5. Big play there as he was able to just get out of the reach of David Smith coming in as he dropped back from that tight formation. That was the first time we've seen them really look to throw the ball to that tight shotgun formation. Ebel able to come up with a big first down. 2 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
So it'll be 1st and 10. 2 seconds to go. And they'll come out 2 receivers to the right. Ebel will pitch it now out to.
Oh, that's a hold.
Number Camrad, and Camrad gets the corner turned, has a first down yardage, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Hawks. At the end of 3, it is West Hancock 31, and the HMS Hawks 12. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sanger, proud to be an Eagle. If you're looking for guidance with your financial goals, including insurance and investments, we should have a conversation. Let's prepare for the future together. Give me a call, 515-341-2151. That's 515-341-2151. Go Eagles.
Registered representative, investment advisor representative with Security Financial Services, Inc. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Security Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA/SIPC. Security Advisors Mid-America is independently owned and operated. 124 East Walnut Street, Suite 340, Mankato, Minnesota 56001. 356-294-IQFU 5/21.
All right, welcome back. We begin the fourth quarter. Once again, West Hancock leads this one 31-12 over the HMS Hawks in a matchup of 2 very good football teams here tonight in Hartley. And we are 12 minutes away from the Eagles holding serve and the number one team in the state in Class A. Hawks have a 1st and goal from their own, or excuse me, from the West Hancock 6. It'd be a 1st and goal from their own 6 would be quite an achievement. And they will come out with 2 receivers left.
And again, for Eagle fans, stay tuned tonight. 10 o'clock, the Radio Iowa scoreboard show will get you caught up on all the scores tonight around the state.
So Ebel back in the backfield, takes a snap, looks left, fires out there. He's got a man wide open. It's Camrad, and it is incomplete, in and out of his hands.
It was actually Tessum, Kevin, as he came in for Deem, who cramped up earlier on that position. It was Tessum who was able to get one mitt on it, almost came up with a one-handed catch.
So it'll be 2nd and goal, again from the 6-yard line for the Hawks.
It'd be a good time for another turnover here for West Hancock. I'd feel better, as I know we're up 19, but you got that uncomfortable feeling against a team with all the talent that HMS possesses.
And they'll come out Tessum and Gillerman to the left. Ebel's going to keep it and pull it down, and he'll take it in for the touchdown on a 6-yard run. Cooper Ebel.
Ebel's 2nd touchdown of the game. Eagles lead 31-18 with 11:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. Big touchdown there for HMS to keep hope alive as they'll look to line up to go for 2, I believe.
So looking to creep a little bit closer with a 2-point conversion. It's 31-18 as it stands. So 2 receivers left for Evil. Here's a snap, and he's going to try to pull it down himself, and he's going to get bowled over as the West Hancock not fooled at all. And Barnes and David Smith.
Barnes and David Smith.
And Zool also in on it. And the 2-point conversion is no good, so with 11:51 to play, it is West Hancock 31 and the HMS Hawks 18. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Trolson Auto Parts in Britain is your local source for all your vehicle needs. We offer a full line of automobile service along with auto parts and accessories for your vehicle. Did you know Trolson's is also a dealer for Snowdog snowplows? Contact Dan at 641-843-3865 for all your automotive needs. Go Eagles.
This is Jason Barnes.
And this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock Athletics.
Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Algona, Garner, or Forest City.
Say the Barnes boys sent you.
Farmers Trust and Savings Bank, your hometown community bank, offering expertise in ag and commercial lending with digital banking products to fit all of your financial needs. Contact us today in Buffalo Center, Lakota, Britt, Lake Mills, and Bryceland. Member FDIC.
Anthracnose, stock rot, fusarium are in your fields and are the main reasons your plants are dying early. With Xylem Plus, we can eliminate these problems by applying it in furrow, through the root system, or over the top through the leaves. Contact me, Eric Kroll, with Egg Performance at 515-341-3361 to keep your fields healthy and clean.
Welcome back, and as we come back, the Hawks try an onside kick, and they do recover it. It goes in and out of the hands of an Eagle receiver. That was Zach Munson. He tried to field it. It was a little over his head, and he couldn't get a hold of it. And
you can't ask for a better hop on the onside kick. You're really trying to get 2 bounces, and on that second bounce, you're trying to get it to take a really funky hop, and that time it did. And the Hawks take possession at the Eagle 44-yard line. Big break in this one here in the fourth quarter as the Hawks take over after the onside recovery.
So 2 receivers left for Evil and company, and they give us direct snap to Camrat, and he gets forward for about a yard before Ian Connor wraps him up and brings him to the turf. 2nd down and 9.
One thing, Kevin, about that last drive, and obviously you never want the other team to score, is the Hawks able to punch it in the end zone after the long drive, but the Eagles did make them burn over 5 minutes off the clock on a 14-play drive, as there was nothing easy, and the Eagle defense is going to have to be up to the task yet again to make it difficult on this Hawk offense.
And the Hawks again will come out 2 to the left. And Dean back in the game now after he fought off that cramp, and Evo will look that way and then pull it down, and he'll actually lose yardage back to the original line of scrimmage almost.
Kale Zool, he's made an impact mostly on offense this season, and he hasn't got a lot going offensively tonight, but he's had a big impact defensively from his linebacker position as Kale Zool. Great job by the junior.
So 3rd down and long. 10:40 to play here in the game. West Hancock leading 31-18. Deem and Gellerman to the left. Back to pass is Evil. David Smith in hot pursuit. Evil pulls it down, runs to the near sideline, and he'll go out of bounds. And they'll mark him out at about the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Hawks.
Gain of 4 on the scramble there is, like you said, Kevin, David Smith trying to come up with one of those Britt Food Center sacks, and a lot of guys with their hands on their hips here late in this one.
On both sides.
Both sides, and you just got to suck it up and tell yourself, next play, and try to make that big play. This is a big one here for this West Hancock defense to see if they can get the ball back to their offense on his 4th down attempt.
Brady Bixel in for the Eagles as they send 2 receivers to the left. Evo direct snap to Camrad. Camrad straight ahead, in and out of a tackle, and he'll have 1st down yardage into West Hancock territory deeper at about the 24-yard line.
Gain of 16 there for Camrat as he's up to 80 yards on 17 carries. That time able to break a couple tackles at the 2nd level and come up with a big play with 10 minutes to go here in this one. Again, Eagles lead 31-18, 9:55 to go here in the game.
So Hawks, 1st and 10 from the West Hancock 24. 2 receivers left. Eagle, direct snap to Camrad. Camrad bounces off a would-be tackler and then gets swarmed over at about the 21-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Camrad does a really good job of kind of getting skinny and hiding himself behind his blockers there. That's when a lot of big plays happen, Kevin, because he kind of loses track of where he's at, and then he pops out either the right side or the left side and picks up a big play. That time, again, really good job by the Eagle defense. 11 guys running to the football.
So 2nd down, 9 minutes to go here. 2nd and 7. 2 receivers left. Camrat and Ebel in the backfield. And Ebel looks out to his left, looks to his right, now throws back to the end zone and over the head of his receiver. And
it's going to be coming back with a hold as Dave Smith had a beat on the quarterback, and he got tackled as he was trying to get to Cooper Ebel. It'll bring up 2nd, and we'll see where the spot is. It should be about 2nd and 21 if it's from the spot, right?
I believe so, yes, sir. Just under 9 minutes to play here.
And that was one you could see everyone kind of agreed with that. I saw Coach Eilers on that one. He saw the hold happen. He didn't even see the flag come out, and he just turned around and discussed there as he knew it was coming. As Dave Smith pursuing the quarterback yet again.
So 2nd down and a long ways to go here for the Hawks. They need to get to the West Hancock 14-yard line for the 1st down. And right now they're on their own 36. Or on the Eagle 36.
2nd and 22, we'll call it.
2 receivers to the right. Deem and Gellerman. And it's going to be Evil on the carry. He's rolling out, and he's going to be taken out of bounds.
He's going to lose a yard or two again. Really good pursuit. Great leverage by this Eagle defense. Just keep stretching them out. Kind of trusting your teammate to come behind you and keep stretching out the quarterback there as he runs out of bounds and actually loses 3 or 4 to bring up a big 3rd down here for the Hawks.
So 3rd down, and I got to take my shoes off to get this one. 24?
So yeah, sure. 3rd and Spencer. Is it Spencer that way?
No, you're going the wrong way, friend. Oh yeah, you are right.
I don't know where
we're all
turned around.
8:49 to play. I do know that much, and we're going to have a timeout, and that'll give me time to recoup and recover as the Hawks will take a timeout here. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Baukelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 55 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and Shivers drying equipment. Baukelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill. Down.
KRW.
Our phone problems.
Mel, we got knocked off. If you want to throw us back on.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
And the official quickly looked at the clear leg sideline. I would assume.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back. And Cooper Ebel takes the snap on 4th down, and he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's got some room to run, and there's a flag down. and he's going to be shy of the first down. We'll see what the call is here.
Dave Smith drew another hold. Dave has been a beast getting in the backfield, putting pressure on Cooper Ebel. Got held again there.
We'll see what.
And they're going to back him up yet again. I believe it'll be third and 34.
So it'll be a little bit longer than that even.
Oh yeah,
that was from the spot of the foul. That's going to put them back in their own territory. And they need to get down to the West Hancock 14-yard line. And I truly am going to have to take my shoes off on this one, Jay.
Yeah, Dave Smith, I know he hasn't got home for one of those Britt Food Center sacks, but he has been terrific from his
36. So it's going to be third down and
you're trying to add up.
Yeah, I'm doing the math here.
Third and a whole heck of a lot.
Third and 38.
They're still in 4-down territory, and Cooper Ebel's in the backfield, so I wouldn't be comfortable at all.
So they're going to come out with two receivers to the left, one to the right. They're going to take Jacobsma and split him out wide right. And here he fires it over, and it's picked off by Mitchell Smith. Ryland Barnes, and he'll take it out of bounds, or he'll go out of bounds in HMS territory at the 40-yard line.
And that might be the first nail in the coffin there, Kevin, as Barnes got good depth from his linebacker position, saw the stop route in front of him, fired his gun, made a beat on the football, came up with a big play. He caught a lot of balls on offense, able to catch one here on defense, pick up the second turnover of the game for West Hancock. They'll take over at the HMS 40.
And it'll be 8:31 to play, and again, West Hancock leads 31-18 over the Hawks of HMS. And the Eagles wait for the play to come in here. And the official will blow it into play, and the Eagles will come to the line of scrimmage. Red Eisman under center at the quarterback position, wing to the right. And it is Cale Zuhl, and he's going to go forward for about a 3-yard gain and bring up second down and 7.
I think you're going to see the traditional West Hancock offense here, Kevin, and let that offensive line try to finish out this football game for you. As Red Eisman in the game at quarterback, you'll see more traditional wing, T, and full house backfields. And now we'll see Mitchell Smith see what he can do as a blocker, either at halfback or this time at tight end.
And the Eagles will come out wing to the right. Eisman under center, turns, gives it to Zuhl. Zuhl slips it and still gets his way up to the 35-yard line for a gain of about 3. And that'll bring up third down and 5. 7:42 to play.
Most important thing right now with this drive, if you're Coach Sanger and offensive coordinators Ryan Johnson and Kevin Eisman, keep the clock running, keep possession of the football, end the possession with a kick, whether it be a point after attempt or a punt.
And it'll be around a little over 7 minutes to go when the Eagles snap this one. And a little confusion there, but the Eagles come out now 2 by 2 with Mitchell Smith, Cale Zuhl on the other side, and Mitchell moves some people around, and then we're going to have, I think we're going to have timeout by West Hancock. Yep. Some confusion in the formation there. And with 7:08 to play.
Good time out there.
Yeah, we'll take the break with them. It's 31 for West Hancock, 18 for the HMS Hawks. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
In-step flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose in-step flooring in Kanawha.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats. Plus, Vikings and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop, downtown Britt.
All right, welcome back. 7:08 to go in the game, and West Hancock continues to lead 31-18. And out of the timeout, they face a third down and about 6 from the HMS 35-yard line.
Yeah, I gotta believe it's gonna be, this ball's gonna stay in Mitchell Smith's arms here on this play call.
And 2 by 2 are the Eagles, and Mitchell takes it. and he's going to run straight forward and get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And that'll bring up a 4th down for the Eagles. 4th and 5. So the Eagles.
13th carry of the game for Mitchell Smith, 128 on the ground to go with 2 touchdowns rushing. He's also got 2 through the air, both going to Ryland Barnes.
The Eagles looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down with 6:40 to play. And they'll come out 2 by 2. Zool flanking Smith on the left. And here's the snap. Mitchell Smith back to pass, and this one falls incomplete.
That time
out for Barnes, I believe.
Yeah, that time they finally made the adjustment, Kevin, as Deem was plastered up on Ryland Barnes, playing him tight there. Didn't give him much of a cushion, as the Hawks gave him a lot of cushion in that first half. That really got Mitchell Smith and Ryland Barnes going to the pass game. That time they tighten up the coverage. Ball falls incomplete, and the Hawks will take over at their own 35-yard line.
And 6:27 to go, 1 timeout on the clock for the Hawks, and they will need 2 scores to come back in this one. So they want to work quickly here. And Ebel in the shotgun formation looks out to his left, fires out there, and it's complete to Deem. And Deem will have 1st down yardage. He stays inbounds. And they will move the chains and run the clock. And that's what West Hancock is looking for right now. Keep that clock moving. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 45.
4th catch of the night for Ethan Deem. 71 yards for the senior 5'11", 150-pounder.
And it'll be a Camrat, and there's flags.
I think they went a little early there, Kevin. Going to be a procedure penalty and back them up 5.
So it'll be 1st and 15, and they'll back up to their own 40 and replay the down with 6:01 to go in the game.
It's one thing when you're trying to go in a hurry, and the Hawks only have 2 timeouts. They just used one on that last possession, used one right before the quarter break to end the 3rd quarter into the 4th quarter. One thing when you're trying to go fast, you still got to make sure everybody's set so you don't get any of these cheap penalties, because the clock now starts again.
So 5:55 and counting as the Hawks come to the line of scrimmage, and they'll come out with 2 receivers to the near side. It's Deem and Gellerman, and rolling out, looking downfield is Gellerman. He's under some pressure now, and he's going to be, and it'll be our first Britt Foot center sack of the game. And it'll be Ian Connor and Eric Martinez meeting at the quarterback.
Yeah, good job again by that Eagle defensive line to finally come up with that Britt Food Center sack of the game. They've been in hot pursuit of Cooper Ebel all night long, this time able to get home. Who's our first winner?
Our winner is Laura Hunt. So Laura Hunt, congratulations. You're a winner of the bag of groceries, or sack of groceries, if you will, from the Britt Food Center in downtown Britt. Congratulations, Laura Hunt. 5:06 and counting now for the Hawks as they come to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and about 20. And Camrad on the carry goes straight forward to about the 44-yard line. Excuse me, 34-yard line. 39-yard line. One of these, I'll guess it right. One of these
somewhere around the 40, we'll call it. Gain of 4 or 5 on the run by Camrat.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 16. They need to get to West Hancock's 45-yard line.
We're given a half sack there. It was Ian Connor and Eric Martinez.
I believe it was, yes.
Perfect.
First contact by Connor, and Martinez was able to come in and finish it off. As the Hawks come up to the line of scrimmage, they send Deem and Gellerman wide left. Here's the snap. Ebel looking under some pressure. Screen pass incomplete, intended for number 20, and that is
Borden.
Ryan Borden.
They had that set up. Middle screen there for Borden. Ebel lets the offensive line lets those Eagle defensive linemen run through, and just an inaccurate pass. A good play call there by Coach Eilers and company.
So that'll bring up 4th down. 4:16 to play, and they need to get to West Hancock 45-yard line. They are on their own 39 right now. And I'm sure the West Hancock coaches are telling their players down and distance, because Ebel's looking to punt, and he does punt it away. And it's short and goes out of bounds on the far sideline.
About the 44, 45 they'll mark it.
So the Eagles will be set up in good field position with 4:10 to go and leading 31-18.
And I kind of feel, Kevin, like that might have been the white flag being thrown up there. 4th and 16. I know it's 4th and long, but you need 2 scores. You only have 1 timeout left, 4 minutes to go. Eagles will look to run the clock and move on to week 7 here with what would be a huge, huge win.
Absolutely huge.
On the road in Hartley against a really, really talented football team.
And I dare say a Final Four type football team. Absolutely.
You know, the score may not indicate how this turns out. This is a very, very talented and very good football team in HMS. Huge win for West Hancock.
Mitchell Smith will take it and run to his right, and he's going to go forward for 4 or 5 yards. We'll see where they mark it. And it's going to be a gain of about 3. We'll call it 2nd and 7 from the from the West Hancock 46-yard line.
And we'll talk a little bit about Mitchell, hint in the post game, but this is, you know, with all the next level type players that are on the field right now, with Mitch being a junior, he is putting some really, really good film out there for college football coaches. I know there's a lot of schools already interested in him, but this game, with this talent on the field, he's really sent a message tonight as just a junior as Mitchell Smith.
And Mitchell will keep it and run to his left, and he's going to be close to the 1st down yardage. As the Eagles come out 4-by-4 once again, Mitchell just takes the snap and runs straight forward off the rear end of his left guard and tackle, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
I got that as Mitchell's 15th carry here tonight in this one.
So 3 minutes to play now.
Eagles going to do all they can to let that clock just burn down, that play clock. That was Luis Sandoval, or was that Kellen?
That was Kellen. Kellen Smith brings it in, and the Eagles will sprint up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left, wing to the right in the shotgun formation for Mitchell Smith. And it'll be Mitchell running this way to the near sideline, and we'll have the 1st down yardage as Brighton Coogee leads the way. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles, 2.5 minutes to play. As Pablo Calles brings the play in to Mitchell.
Mitchell's going to need to sleep in tomorrow. He can wait right up until game time of that Iowa game to get up and watch his brother on TV.
And wing to the left now, 2 to the right, wide, and it'll be Mitchell handing that off to Rylan Barnes. Rylan looking for some room to run, takes it up to the 40-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout, or are we?
Timeout.
Yeah. Whoops. We
Kevin's
will have a
throwing stuff.
Yeah, I sure am. It'll be a timeout for the Hawks. Their final one with 1:59 to play. And we'll take the timeout with them. This is West Hancock football on B103.
So what's the next big thing in farming? Iowa farmers will tell you it's working with the channel seedsman to select products placed to perform in their fields. Iowa farmers trust their channel seedsman to be there every step of the way through the growing season. It's that added benefit of knowing what will work best in your fields for better yield potential. What's the next big thing in farming? It's working with a channel seedsman. Your local channel seedsmen are Al, Rick, and Dave of Britt Seed Company. Like us on Facebook.
Go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto insurance. It's just another way the Brett State Farm team is there to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Jay Hiscox and his team in Brett at 641-843-3563.
Welcome back, everyone. 1:59 to play here. West Hancock leading 31-18. Number 1 versus number 5 matchup, and a hard-fought contest all the way through.
Physical football game.
And 2 receivers wide right. Mitchell Smith in the shotgun formation, flanked by Barnes, and it'll be Mitchell on the carry, and Mitchell's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Might even have lost just a little bit on that play. And that'll bring up 3rd down. So 3rd
Hawks
down.
out of timeout, so unable to stop the clock here in this one as we'll roll under. What are we going to go under.
About a minute and
minute 10 and change.
Yeah, thereabouts. So Pablo Calles bringing the play in for West Hancock. Mitchell relaying it to his teammates, and they will head off to the line of scrimmage. And Calles and Sandoval split out to the left, wing to the right. It'll be Mitchell again. Mitchell is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a 4th down. And I imagine we'll see the Eagles either take a knee here and let it turn over, or they will, maybe they'll punt it.
You wonder, Kevin, if they might just take a knee just because you know, high school kids, you don't want to throw a long snap over your punter's head. Or
there's going to be about 26 seconds left after this. They'll take the. I think they'll take the penalty. And
I wouldn't be surprised if they take the penalty or if Coach Sanger calls a timeout. But we'll see what they do. They are gonna go for it.
And Mitchell Smith's going to take it and pull it down and run to his left, and he's going to be stopped shy of the 1st down, and the Eagles will turn it over on downs with 22 ticks to go, leading 31-18 in a hard-fought victory on the road over the number 5 team in Class A. They'll move on and face St. Ansgar next week at home on Parents' Night with West Hancock.
St. Ansgar will come in. They were off of a big win over North Butler. They were leading 41-0 in that one. Their only losses this year coming to Newman in overtime, and then who else did they lose to in week 1? Osage?
Osage, yes. So trips to the left for the Hawks, single receiver to the right. That's Jacobsma. Evo back to pass, fires it out here, complete to Jacobsma, and he will be brought down, and he'll be about a yard short of the 1st down. Cale Zool and Ryland Barnes in on the tackle, 10 ticks to go. And they'll come out with that same formation. Trips to the left. And we'll have motion before the snap with 3 ticks to go.
And that should run the clock out, shouldn't it? Did he get out of bounds on that?
No, I don't think so.
That should wind the clock, right? Yep.
I think so.
And they're not going to get a playoff. That's going to be it.
So your final score here at Hartley, the West Hancock Eagles 31, HMS Hawks 18. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll have the Brit Bar and Grill post-game scoreboard show. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars in Britt, Iowa. Looking for a get-up-and-go have-fun car? Check out Easy Go's new elite models powered by Samsung lithium technology with unbeatable power and performance, unprecedented zero-maintenance batteries, and an 8-year warranty. Check out our new pre-owned and customized options today at Miller & Sons Easy Go Golf Cars, 1/2 mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Roden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Roden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
J.C. Nielsen Limited, your local John Deere implement in Kanawha, Buffalo Center, Titonka, and Algona.
They carry a large selection of new and pre-owned inventory for your farming operation. When it comes to inspecting your John Deere equipment and providing you precision ag support, J.C. Nielsen has the total package to get the job done right.
Visit kcnielsen.com and follow them on YouTube.
This is Hallie with Garner Dental Group. Evaluating healthy gums is a part of a routine hygiene visit. Our hygienists take the appropriate gum health measurements called probing. Larger probing numbers and multiple bleeding points can indicate periodontal disease. Our office is able to treat periodontal disease with a deeper cleaning called scaling and root planing, followed by routine visits which aim to keep the periodontal disease under control, leading to healthier gums and overall mouth. If you have questions about your gum health, call us today at 641-923-3771.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to tonight's post-game scoreboard show. Is being brought to you by Eric, Stacy, and the entire crew at the Britt Bar and Grill. You won't want to miss the action tonight and every night at the Britt Bar and Grill. Stop in after the game, rehash your favorite Eagle plays, and enjoy an appetizer and a refreshment. And the Eagles tonight come over to Hartley and are victorious over the number 5 ranked Hartley Melvin Sanborn Hawks, 31-18. After a tight first half that found the Eagles leading just 12-6, the third period was a score fest for both teams. West Hancock opened the second half scoring. Cale Zool on a 3-yard run brought the score to 18-6, and then with 9:17 to go, it was a 46-yard run by Mitchell Smith. David Smith come on, kicked the extra point, and that made it 25-6 in favor of West Hancock. And it looked like things were going to really go West Hancock's way, but Cooper Ebel said not so fast. With 6:57 to go, he passed to Eric Deem on a 44-yard pass, and the Ebel run was unsuccessful for the 2-point conversion to bring our score to 25-12 in favor of West Hancock. Then with 5:13 to go in the third period, it was a 14-yard run by Mitchell Smith, and the Cale Zool run was not successful, and it was 31-12 in favor of West Hancock. And then in the fourth, the Hawks tried to rally behind the legs of Cooper Ebel on a 6-yard run. His attempt at the 2-point conversion was unsuccessful, and that brings us to our final score of 31-18. West Hancock recorded 1 sack tonight. The winner of the Britt Food Center sack of groceries was Laura Hunt. Congratulations, Laura. And remind all fans to get in there every Friday from 8 to 4:30 and sign up for the Britt Food Center sack of the game. And if your name is drawn and the Eagles record a sack, as they did tonight, you might be the winner of a sack of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center and the West Hancock Eagles. Britt Food Center is locally owned, proud supporter of the West Hancock Eagles. Jay's going to get us caught up on some stats here real quick.
Yeah, stat-wise, first for HMS, Cooper Ebel, again, unofficial, 25 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. Camrat, 19 carries, 86 yards. Ebel was 9 of 16 through the air, 88 yards. Leading receiver for Ebel was Ethan Deem, 4 catches, 71 yards, including a touchdown. Ebel did throw 1 interception. We'll talk about that here in a second. For West Hancock, Cale Zool, 5 carries, 13 yards, including a touchdown. Kellen Smith, a couple carries for 5 yards. Mitchell Smith, story of the game, 19 carries, 152 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Jackson Peterson, a carry for 1 yard. Ryland Barnes, a carry for 2 yards. Mitchell Smith, 9 of 17 through the yards. 9 of 17.
You're talking like me now, Jay.
Through the air. Holy cow. 9 of 17 through the air, 100 yards even, 2 touchdowns. All completions going to the senior Ryland Barnes. Fumble recovery for Jackson Peterson. Interception for Ryland Barnes. Britt Food Center sack split between Ian Connor and Eric Martinez. And the key play in this one, Jackson Peterson opening up the second half with a huge kick return, 77 yards to set up the 3-yard touchdown run for West Hancock. And after they finished that first half beautifully, stealing a possession, getting the ball back, we talked about that. You couldn't ask for how to start the second half. It was perfect, and it really took the wind out of the sail of this upset-minded, revenge on their mind home team and HMS super talented team. But that was really the play of the game. They kind of got them shell-shocked a little bit, and ton of talent on the field in this one, both sides of the field. And hello, Mitchell Smith. Holy cow. We knew what kind of a load he is, but he really, really showed out and balled out in this game because he was terrific. both sides of the field. One thing I want to mention before we throw it to break for the State Farm Player of the Game, huge credit, shout out to our coaching staff, Coach Sanger and company. We are very fortunate with the coaching continuity that we have on this team, but they're not just, haven't just been here a while. They're really, really good football coaches as far as motivating kids, getting them to work hard, and then schematically and what they do. They had to flip over a few cards to get to what was going to work, and they did that. The biggest adjustment was being in that first half, putting Rylan out on the edge and getting that passing game going, and that really led to Mitchell having more running lanes late in that first half and into the second half. And great job by Coach Sanger and company. Big win, but tell you what, enjoy it for a night because you got another big one next week, a district game against St. Ansgar at home.
And as Jay said, the St. Ansgar Saints will come to West Hancock next week on Parents' Night, a big district showdown. West Hancock will hope to hold serve once again, as the only district loss that the Saints have are to the Newman Knights.
Yep.
And the Saints will look to come into West Hancock and force a three-way tie at the top of the district, Class A District 2. So just 2 weeks left to go in the season here. I want to encourage everyone, remember to tune into the post-game Radio Iowa scoreboard show at 10 o'clock over in KRW. They'll get you caught up on all the scores. We don't have a great deal of scores tonight, as we were just a situation in the press box, and with things the way they were, we weren't able to get score updates to you like we normally would. So I would encourage you to tune into that scoreboard show and get them there, if you will. We're going to take a quick break, and we will come back. We'll have the State Farm player or players. I don't know. You never know what's going through Jay's mind.
Just one tonight.
Just one.
I think it's unanimous.
All right. Well, we'll come right back, and we'll have that State Farm player of the game. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company has been serving the families of North Iowa for decades.
We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help in any way we can. Please feel free to call us at one of our funeral homes or visit our website at ewingfh.com.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company at Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and out.
Hi, I'm Brent McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt. Big or small jobs, we do it all. Tires, oil changes, and other vehicle maintenance, inspections, brakes, even transmission and engine work. And with 24-hour roadside service calls, count on our McNeese Tire family to be there for your child when it matters most. McNeese Tire, a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Call 843-3536 or visit us on Facebook.
Whether you're on the road, the 20-yard line, the court, the mat, or way out in center field, go for the win and score with Drive Safe and Save from your Jay Hiscox State Farm team in Britt. You could earn up to a 50% discount on car insurance. Plus, bundle your home to save even more. Inquire about low rates on business, farm, and life insurance, too. Your Jay Hiscox State Farm team in Britt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 641-843-3563 for a quote today.
All right, welcome back. I want to just give a shout out here to Jay Hiscox and his State Farm player of the game. State Farm Insurance is State Farm provides insurance and financial solutions for your lifetime, not just once or twice, but your entire lifetime. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there along with Jay Hiscox. Contact Jay and his team today at 641-843-3563. Visit them in downtown Britt or online at jayhiscox.com. And Jay, like you said, I think your decision was fairly easy tonight.
Yep, and I'm, do the State Farm player of the game, and I always post a Facebook post. So I got it. Breaking news, Mitchell Smith is really, really good at football. That's the post tonight. Heck of an effort by the junior. Really a lot of great efforts. His twin brother David was living in the backfield. A lot of great efforts. But tonight I'm not going to share it. Mitchell deserves it. He was terrific on both sides of the football, getting it done on the ground, getting it done in the air from his linebacker position, but really a ton of huge individual efforts by this West Hancock team. And that's what it takes, is it takes a team, especially defensively, trying to fly to the football and contain Cooper Ebel and Camrat and all the weapons that they've got on offense. And that Eagle defense was up to the challenge. I still believe, even after this game, I think I believe it more so after the game, in what I think of HMS from a talent standpoint. They're huge up front. They got some dudes in the backfield. They are a team that you do not want to see in the playoffs. So again, congratulations, Mitchell Smith. He is your State Farm player of the game.
All right. Well, thank you, Jay. congratulations, Mitchell. Congratulations, Laura Hunt, Britt Food Center Sack of the Game winner. And congratulations to the West Hancock Eagles, the number 1 West Hancock Eagles, as they prevailed tonight over the number 5 rated HMS Hawks, 31-18 here at Peterson Field in Hartley. And I want to thank Jenna Martian on the camera for us again tonight. Mel Balsley back at the studio, and we had some things we had to work through here early tonight. And Mel got us back on the air.
Mel's the man. That's why they call him Magic Mel.
That's right, Magic Mel working his wonders back in the studio for us. I want to thank you all for listening. Be sure to tune in next week as the Eagles are home versus St. Ansgar Saints, and looking to bring home another district title in Class A District 2. So once again, our final score here, West Hancock 31 and the HMS Hawks 18 for Jay Hiscox. I am Kevin Wilson. Please drive safely if you're traveling home, and we'll see you next week. This is West Hancock Football on B103.